There's balls. You hit the balls.
All right.
Okay, shit. We're writing. This is...
It's live, yeah. And now I'm recording it so I can upload it later.
Cool. So I can use this if I ever need to remember this joke.
Oh, yeah. You can just go look up the video. We're planning his stand-up career.
He's vaguely here.
Yeah, he's here. That's going to be all the chat
Hi,
stuff.
Potato!
Oh, my God. And it looks like we have game sound. Yes, good. So
Cool.
We're ready.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hi, Potato. How are you doing? Oh, he's so happy. Look at him.
Hey.
Are you going to give him a taste? A taste?
His shoulder in the ear.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that the right vowel to elongate?
So we're gonna
probably.
build shit.
Yeah,
That's
today's
basically what we're gonna do. We've
Yeah.
been talking about doing this since I actually played Fallout.
Yeah,
before Fallout started giving me inexplicable anxiety. So
He's already going wild, Nick. That's Nick, by the way. Instant
hello,
reply.
Nicholas.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Oh, Nicholas. You'll get used to it by the end of this stream.
He's gonna leave.
No, he's not. See, he said hello, sir. It's very respectful.
That's very kind.
He doesn't care.
No. Oh, that's nice. He prefers Nicothy.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, he's been talking about doing this for since he
months.
started playing the game. He was like, I think it would actually be
I would
fun.
be willing to do this because you've been whining at me to stream with you.
Yeah, I think it's fun
Because
when we
you're like,
stream.
you're a funny person. I'm like, no. But here we are, and we're streaming.
It's
and
okay.
I have some wine.
Yeah, we're fully liquidated here. We are so ready.
So here's our plan. So we should be at the castle when I start to say.
Yeah, you got to the
essentially the castle build, which so many people do so much better than me. But I'm still gonna do it because
It's fun. You
them
like
bitches
it.
ain't nothing but hoes and tricks.
Oh, damn.
And I'm better.
Oh yeah, I never laid out any ground rules. Let's try not to get too political on this stream. And I know, I'm sorry. Let's try not to get political. And no hate speech. Everybody loves each other. I know, I'm sorry.
Can I curse?
Yeah, you can. I don't care how much you fucking curse.
Okay.
Let's talk about
So
eggs.
no hate speech. Does that include French? Because in that case, I have to stop right now.
Okay, you know what? You can talk shit about the French if you want.
Because that's not really hate speech.
You're
That's
European.
documentary.
You're European. That's just all you do. I understand.
Yeah, see? Potato knows.
No.
You know about those French, right? The French, surrender monkeys, eating cheese and laying down, and when they see Germans, they get scared and run away. Like cockroaches when you turn the light on. I know. Am I right?
Wow.
Fucking French.
You guys are
They're
immediately-
fucking wine and bullshit.
As we drink Chardonnay.
This is from Texas. This is proper wine. This is freedom wine. And we're gonna build. I might try some jokes out on you because I'm working on.
Whoa. Oh, hang on. Let me make sure that didn't fuck anything up. You guys tell me if it fucked anything up, okay? Oh no, that's not what I want. Trader wine.
I think it just
moved for some reason.
Whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I might try some stand-up material,
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
like I said,
Yeah.
at some point,
Yeah.
because I forget jokes.
He
and
does
I'm not
forget
that funny.
jokes.
And that's kind of the premise of the stand-up I'm going to be doing. 15 years from now.
When
20
you've
years from
finally
now.
gotten old enough that all your
I don't give a
anxiety
shit
is
anymore.
gone, and you're
Yeah.
just like, fuck it.
So I think when people...
Enough time to where you have enough, material
I think when people...
documented.
When I tell people that my retirement plan is literally hookers and blow, they think I'm lying.
They think you're joking. I know.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Because I'm going to retire at 70.
Listen,
I'm going to work
I'm going to be
late.
72. Or not 72.
You'll
but
be
I'm
like
gonna
60 something. You can
All
retire
right.
the same age
I'll
as
be
me.
I'll be in my late 60s, and I'm not going to be a looker anymore. Not that I'm much of one now. Sorry, you're immediately angry at me. But
none of that bullshit. That's not allowed on this live chat.
on this stream,
No.
okay, I'll have to wait until a different stream
There will be a Q&A.
where I'm alone. Is
later.
there?
There will be a Q&A.
Oh, we'll have a
Vaguely
Q&A.
gets to ask me all the questions he wants,
Aw,
and I shall answer
do you feel special?
later.
Not now.
But yeah, no, that's what I'm planning, because like I'm retiring at 70, and then I'm gonna die at 74, 75. So I got like 4 or 5 years where I can blow like whatever retirement savings
All the
I
money you have.
on literally all of the hookers and blow. Like I want like the 27-year-old that's like above the average age for a hooker, but like high end. But you can tell that she's just jaded at this point, and she really doesn't like old people.
Okay, I'm gonna take a log of Vaguely's questions.
Okay.
Because I know you don't want to answer them now. So let me.
What's my shoe?
I think he's asking what your shoe size is.
My size?
Yeah.
Because it's a DC shoe.
What? Okay, you can tell him what kind of shoe, I guess.
It's a DC shoe. It's a DC shoes. That is the most important quality. Okay. It's a DC shoe. One is a Heathrow.
Are you telling him the actual brand?
Yeah.
Which?
What shoe? The left one. All right. So my save, 11 Demogorgon. I actually have the right save.
Oh wow, you started that after we watched Stranger Things.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm only like level 22 because I started all over again.
That's true, you did.
So who here has seen Hustle and Flow?
Cat Bunny's here. Say hi to her.
Hello, Bunny Cat.
You do. You like talk to her exactly the way I do.
Well, I'm sure Nicotine will appreciate it.
Aw, so kind. I don't know if Nick's here still. He
Oh.
tends to just show up and say hi and then like...
Leave.
Oh no. No, he's still here.
See?
Cool.
There you go.
Hi Cat Bunny, how are you?
Hello, Bunny Cat. Oh shit, I'm playing. All right.
Yes, you are.
I'm hidden. I'm hidden. Okay. Hi,
You're at the
Nick.
castle, yeah?
I am.
Oh, Nick, man, that's an android I'd fuck. I'm just saying. Like, he's just cool.
I have to try and remember the actual like fucking
You haven't played this in a while.
roles for. All right. I'm not gonna be shooting. I'm just trying to
Remember how to
remember
control.
where stuff is, just in case. Ooh, that one's good. All right. How do I put the gun away?
The egg eating guy? I think it might be hold R. Yeah.
All right. So,
You filthy peeler. Oh, that's right. In the Discord earlier, Cat Bunny had mentioned to Potato that we don't have egg cups here. And he...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And he was like, what the fuck? How do you eat your eggs?
Like barbarians.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
And I told him that I'd never even seen an egg cup before I went to Norway. Like, the first time I ate out of an egg cup was when we stayed at that hotel in Oslo.
Oh, that was a nice trip.
That was a really nice
We got
trip.
caught
We got caught in the
doing
middle of
sexual
sexy
interactions.
times by, like, the cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guy who comes in and cleans your room. We got
Yeah.
caught in the middle of it. We did not lock the door.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cheat.
Are you turning God mode? Yeah.
I'm totally doing God mode.
I mean, that's the
because
best way to
it
build.
uses an absurd amount of resources
Yeah.
to build in this place. So as anyone who's ever done the castle knows, first thing you're gonna do is fix the walls.
This is not a PG-13 stream. The Vikings here. It immediately goes to NC-17 drives.
Yeah. He knew that. He's such a filthy liar. Fucker. Alright, so fixing the walls, if memory serves, is best done. I haven't played this in so long, this is absurd.
We're a simple people, Potato. We don't... I forgive you for your aggression. Temporarily. If you do it again, though, I'm fucking you up. We're just a simple people. You hard boil an egg and you're like, alright, that's done. And then you just eat it with your hands. Are you just barring up the gaps? What are you trying to do now?
Or what?
Are you blocking the gaps?
Yeah, I'm fixing the walls.
Okay.
I just need to try and grab this in an appropriate way. What I'm doing.
Okay.
So this is a part that the first time I did it took me about...
You were working on this for a long time.
2-3 hours.
Yeah.
If he has questions, I'm fine with doing questions. If anyone has questions.
You are okay with
if they have
answering
questions for you,
Okay.
or me, or us.
People
as
have
a
tried to
unit.
talk to me on Skype, I just realized. A top bunk or bottom bunk kind of fella. Okay. My assumption is if you had to sleep in a bunk bed, are you a top or bottom bunk?
Me?
Yeah.
I am bottom because I don't like being not in control.
Wait, what?
I'm a bottom bunk.
Because you want to be in control?
If you're on top, you can't control as well. There, you do have the vantage point, which can be nice. But if you're in bottom bunk, you can kind of... You're better protected. I'm assuming you'd be in, like, prison or something.
Okay.
That's the only place I would have any exposure to bunk beds.
You're assuming in prison.
Where else would I... Where else would I bunk?
That's fair. It's
No.
perfectly cool.
So, I messed up. I need to add another block.
Okay, let me go and look at the other questions Potato asked. No, he asked what shoe, and you answered that.
Yeah, he was fine with that.
He was okay with you saying the left
And you know,
one.
I'm not the only cookie in this cookie pot.
You're not the only cookie in this cookie pot?
You are here too.
So I get to
if-
answer your questions?
No, if they have questions for you.
Oh, these people talk to me all the time.
Yeah, but have you ever done a Q&A?
I guess I haven't. Q&A is open for me too, so...
Any
Go
question
wild.
is not off topic, or off limits, rather.
Oh, hi, Amber. Sure. I'll see you when you get back. Okay, so, I'll go from, chronologically.
My answer's probably going to be very boring.
Okay, so Potato earlier asked, what's the name of the Lady of the Night gonna be? I'm assuming when you are old and are doing hookers and blow.
I'm going to call her, Ethel.
Ethel? You're just gonna call her Ethel.
That will be her name.
But, okay.
All of them.
All of them are gonna be named Ethel.
Yeah,
Even
my
if
goal
it's
is...
more than one at one time?
Yeah.
Is it just gonna be Ethel 1, Ethel 2, or are you just
Yeah,
gonna
like
say
the second
Ethel
one
to
might be
keep them confused?
Etheline. And then they'll be confused and wonder if I kill people.
Okay, Cat Bunny asked, do you like your potato mashed or fried?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. I feel like that's a loaded question. So this is where this is like really annoying, by the way, because you gotta freaking...
Yeah, it's real twitchy.
I'd say probably personal preference in terms of flavor is fried most of the time, but recognizing that I'm fat, then...
You do try to eat a healthier version when you can.
Yeah. So I would say usually fried. However, it has to be good fries for one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. Which in and of itself is a proposition. There, I think. But I do love some good... Oh, damn. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
No, that's perfect. Almost.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
upset because it didn't line up perfectly.
No, that lines
but
up
it is
really
lined
well.
up perfectly. Okay.
It's hard to line those up.
I've never done... Oh, good job. I've never done base building at the castle,
See?
so...
See?
Yeah.
Because it's lined up with the front
No,
wall.
it's great. I've only done base building in, what's the name of that town called? Like the first one you go to.
Oh, yeah.
Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can quick trip up there when we need an interlude.
Okay.
Yes.
So fried.
Fried, I do like mashed potatoes, though. We did make an amazing...
Ooh, yeah, I'll tell him about that. Okay, so, you found the recipe on Chef Steps if you wanted to go check it out yourself. For a,
You're stupid. Stupid potato.
yeah. For, a pureed sweet potato, puree. I don't really like sweet potatoes though, but we have found a type of sweet potato that I'm willing to eat. It's a Japanese sweet potato. They're just like the texture is the same as a sweet potato, but they're white. The flesh is white instead of orange, and it's a little more palatable for me to eat because it's not as sweet. So we made that last night, and it was so fucking good. It was delicious.
In fairness, there was an
entire stick of butter in it. It was
almost
awesome.
Yeah. So healthy version will have slightly less butter.
Yeah, we'll try it with less butter next time, but it was super good. So what's the next question? Somebody asked something else. So Potato, to answer your question of how nice the Viking is on a scale of nice to heckin' nice, it depends on how much he likes you. As a baseline, he's heckin' nice. Very polite. He will talk to you. He pretty much only gets mean if he really dislikes you. And even then, I would argue that he's just pragmatic. Maybe not mean so much as just pragmatic about the relationship with that human.
So to clarify that, if I think you don't serve a purpose in this world, I'm not going to treat you as if you do.
Wow.
If you're just dumb... And you don't need to be dumb. Like, if you're dumb because you're dumb, that's totally fine. If you're diminished capacity, if you're in a car accident and you're, like, drooling a little bit every day, like, I'm fine with that. That's totally cool.
Yeah.
Not a problem with that. I will treat you just as good as anyone else. But if you choose to be dumb, then I'm not going to have a lot of patience for you.
Yeah, his biggest problem is willful ignorance. He has a huge problem with that. So he's not going to make time for you if you're willfully ignorant.
But that's really the big one, is that and people who are mean. Because all things considered, I'm a bit of a bleeding heart.
You are.
I do.
It's quite sweet.
I like to do the right thing, but fucking bullshit.
Donate to charity and all that bullshit.
Yeah, I still didn't get enough. Can I do from up here?
So Amber joined us a short while ago, and she said, so Amber's, you're gonna have to get used to Amber. She has very specific opinions about things that you're almost always going to disagree with. Just FYI, everybody does this with her.
All right.
So she said earlier that the castle is so basic, the island is where it's at.
That's true. But I haven't unlocked the island yet because I'm lazy.
Not in this game.
I mean, I have in the other one. In the other one, I have a pretty large base on the island.
I think you did a pretty good one on the island in the other one. But this one, it's just a new game. Amber knows all but doesn't tell, is what Potato says.
Try that.
So Cat Bunny's daughter, Cora, wants to know if you know what, let's just say that we both answer this question. Wants to know if we like Minnie Mouse or Mickey better. That's a hard one. It's actually a really hard one. I don't know.
Are there kids in here?
Okay, I'll see you in a minute, Amber. Cora's probably watching. Cat Bunny lets Cora watch all kinds of stuff.
Okay, I'll try to
Let's try
moderate my language.
Yeah, we can try.
I think Mickey Mouse, just because I've seen more Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Like Minnie's kind of like
it's hard to get a gauge on her.
Yeah. She's a little bit of a B cast to a degree. I like Dolly more than Donald though.
Cat Bunny says languages.
Well then hell.
Shit, Christ, fuck them.
And you went further than I did. Also, I just remembered that I can actually turn these things.
Wow, you forgot that?
Yeah.
Well done.
Come on. You want to do it. You want to rock it.
Cat Bunny said that her daughter just laughed.
To please.
So Potato said that his daughter Zoltan the Destroyer wants to know if we're King Kong or Godzilla kind of people. I think I'm a Godzilla person.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Well,
Godzilla.
it depends on the Zilla.
Oh, like which?
And Kong, I guess. I'm not big into either. Little Potato.
I'm more interested in Godzilla than.
But I'm interested in the Godzilla that Ken Watanabe had action with.
Oh, the U.S. one that came out. That came out a few years ago.
Yeah, mainly because I just really like
Ken Watanabe is a handsome man.
Handsome man.
He's a tasty
He
man.
is probably the only Japanese man that I know for a fact I would make intercourse with. I haven't seen anyone else that I go, oh yeah.
He's just
I'd
nice.
Make intercourse with that.
He's just nice to listen to and look at. Like everything he does is nice.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Do you think that's pretty good?
Yeah, that looks solid.
Let's see if we can.
I mean, you've got.
I'm good with that.
Have an unbreachable wall there.
Yeah, I always end up with a gap here and whatever.
Close enough.
So I feel about it. So we did have the DLCs. We have some like concrete and stuff I'm going to start using soon.
Yeah, I
But
forgot.
for the actual wall repair, it's easier to use these blocks because they go further into the ground without like...
Did we buy the DLCs separately?
Shoot. Can I pull after that?
Like we didn't
So
buy
I
a bundle
love
of
to,
DLCs, we just bought them one at a time. Did we only get
No,
the
we
one?
may have bundled it. We have a couple.
I
No,
don't
we
remember.
bought it twice. So I bundled it. I bundled 3 and then I bought 1 separate.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because I'm smart.
Potato says, why is the camera angle different but Karin is not allowed to answer? Go.
Oh, because I don't like being on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm a secretive and mysterious individual. I like to keep it that way.
The Viking does not know what the Citadel from the best Fallout game, Fallout 3, looks like. So I don't think he would be able to.
You know what? I think I've done this all wrong already. That was supposed to all be doubled up.
What did you do wrong?
So you ideally want to have wall right here too. So
You look very upset.
no, it's cool. I just have to move both of them out and put stuff on there.
Okay.
I'm just dumbing. So children that are watching, which I believe there are 1 and 1 fictional, when you do this, don't do what I just did because you'll waste time.
Cora wants to know if there is a doctor in our home. No, there's not a doctor in our home.
I mean, I've been called a doctor before. That's... I have had my doctor suggest I become a doctor.
He has. That's true.
That has happened.
She's
That
also
is a
my
true
doctor.
She literally... I was talking about some ailment, and she said, have you considered trying to become a doctor? Because you know more about this than I do. And I laughed and said, no, because then I'll have every disease known to man. because I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah, your hypochondria is pretty... It's not as bad as Courtney's, but it's pretty solid.
It's honestly not that bad. It's just that I don't like being sick.
One of my best friends, Courtney, she's currently teaching English in Sweden. She's her awful hypochondriac, and I think she knows she is, but whew. I've known her since I was 16, so that's 12 years now, and boy, she just
That works.
Just every possible thing that could be something bad is oh god, I'm dying. Do you not know what that is? Potato, in case if you're
someone who
being
thinks
serious.
they're sick all the time.
Yeah, basically someone
I think
who...
he's joking though.
I think you are, but I'm not sure.
For a potato, he has quite the wit.
Yes. Well done.
So, question break, who has seen Hustle and Flow?
Oh, right. I've watched it with you.
I need a show of hands.
Oh, yeah. Show of hands. Who's seen... Who's seen...
Potato.
Oh, you get to see his cute ear?
Some shoulder. So, Kaplan, this is not going to make sense to you.
No, it's not.
Unless you listen to the music from Hustle and
Which
Flow.
I think a lot of people
by
have.
3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
So 3-6 Mafia has a song that they did for Hustle and Flow, the movie. And it's basically the main hook of the movie, which is the main protagonist is trying to be a rapper, but he's currently
He's a pimp.
He's a pimp.
Yep.
And he's got these girls he pimps out. Mm-hmm. And the song is called It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp, and it's awesome.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
In fairness, it's an awesome song.
It is a cool song.
But there was in the US Open, I believe, which is golf. Allegedly.
Golf.
There was
in case his accent was weird. Golf.
Hen-fed blimp that they had flying around this year. And they're like, hey, if you see our blimp, let us know, take a picture, yay, social media, everybody's having fun. So that was cool. So this blimp literally fell out of the sky on fire. And of course, people everywhere were laughing their asses off, talking about how, oh yeah, I saw it here and there. And people started making jokes on on Twitter, and they weren't that good, to be fair. This is not going to be perfect because I'm trying to talk and do at the same time, so these walls will not be perfect.
You've learned the secret of the YouTuber who plays games.
So what
it's
do you think?
very hard to talk and play at the same time.
1,
What are you
2,
looking
3,
for?
4, 3.
Do you want to see if you want to add another block, or what do you?
No, I need to move blocks over from here to
Oh.
maintain integrity, and I don't remember how many. I think it's 4 or 5. And then 2 there. 1, 2. Try 5. So I kind of found out about this whole blimp situation a little late. Like, it was 2 days later, and it's one of my saddest things that's ever happened to me on the internet is that no one had made the joke, it's hard out here for a blimp. Which is the obvious joke to make.
It is one of the better ones. I was pretty happy with it when I heard it, but because this guy doesn't look at Twitter every second of every day like I do, he totally missed it. Somewhat, unfortunately. So yeah, he posted his he posted his 2 days late.
But one person liked it.
There's one person who liked it. Oh, thanks, Nick, for hosting me. That's very pleasant. for hosting us, the team of us.
So that's what I'm thinking will be part of my stand-up routine.
Yeah.
Just making that joke. And it will be really late because I will not do stand-up for at least another 10 or 20 years.
No, you need to work up the courage.
It will be like,
Excuse me.
did you watch the US Open in 2017? By the way, this is back when the world was not augmented and people actually did sports.
They actually went to see the sports with their own eyes.
Yeah, and kids everywhere will be, but in zeros and ones.
In case if you missed that, he went like this, except more squeaky because he has that skill apparently.
But yeah,
oh, that makes
thought it was
sense.
funny.
Totally. I appreciate it though. Thank you.
What are we appreciating?
Oh, Nick was hosting a different streamer before us.
Okay.
He just didn't want to start hosting us until the other guy was done, which totally makes sense. So I was telling him thanks. I was thanking him for being nice.
I made a horrible mistake.
What did you do?
These two hook together.
Cool.
That happens.
Oh man, you guys. So I made a lemon cream tart last night. And, oh, hooray, Pitch Jack is here. Pitch Jack is the Dane who loves to make puns.
Oh.
So, have fun with that. I made a lemon cream tart last night, and it's so good, and it came out perfectly, so tasty. Oh, potato! I know it's late where you are, that's fine. Have a good night.
Unacceptable. I was gonna get naked on cam later, and now he's gonna.
And now he's gonna miss it. He's never gonna see your naked body.
Well, I guess he just doesn't want to.
No, he probably doesn't. Like Karin. Anyways, hello PJ. How are you?
That's Dane. He considers himself a punster.
He doesn't consider himself one. He just comes to everyone's streams and throws puns at them until they want to shoot their heads off.
He's like,
It's fun for him. Furiously coming up with puns. Wow.
PJ Miller of puns.
I look
PJ
forward.
Miller.
I look forward to it, PJ.
Why will you not go down?
How many girls have said that?
This fucking wall is like a 50 or 20-year-old's erection when they tried. That was not supposed to happen.
What did you... Oh, you just went into the console. There you
Yeah.
go. I like puns too, Cat Bunny, but PJ takes it to a next level.
You know, it helps when you remember how many of these darn blocks all sections are supposed to have. I really don't. Try this again. That one is a problem. I need one there.
So you just have to... You need to build out the corner more? Is that the problem?
These may need to come over more, yeah.
Okay. Son of a bitch, Pitch Jack.
Yeah. So if I put these... So this corner is always kind of a... Because you have to merge them together.
Oh, and it's not a right angle.
You have to just kind of wing it. And they end up laying slightly on top of one another. Let's put some space down here.
So, Pitch Jack, aware that we are doing a base building stream, he said, I'm trying in relation to coming up with puns, but he's not sure what to base them on.
That's tough because you need a good foundation for your puns. If you do puns without the right framework,
oh my god,
it's tough to build on it. You know,
from all sides.
You can paint all kinds of scenarios, and
Why
you can.
am I surrounded by Scandinavians who refuse to talk?
You can draw whatever schematic you will for your jokes, but without a solid footing, there's just not going to be anything good. You can't live in the clouds.
I'm suffering.
No, you're not.
I want you to know that I'm suffering.
As I've said many times before, this is the part of me that you would miss if I horribly died right now off screen.
God, I would.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded amazing.
Are there any more questions?
No.
Because I have nothing to talk about because I'm not very interested.
That's okay. We can just talk about our day. How's everybody doing? PJ, did you tell me how you were doing? Yeah, you said you were good. Isn't it late as shit where you are? What time is it now? 6:30. Might be sort of late.
Try that.
Is this normally how you do it? You build like what you want to put there outside, and then
you have
the whole thing?
you have to do that because if you try to
if you try to put it in, it won't go in.
Yeah, exactly. If you just put one, it won't snap anymore.
Got it. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's still late. Later than I've been staying up. That's fine. This is you.
Where is he in the Denmark?
Not me, yeah.
Where in Denmark?
Where are you? Denmark? I don't remember. I know you've like talked about being in Copenhagen before, but I don't know if that's where you live. Yeah, I'm not sure what you were referencing, Cat Bunny. I'm sorry. Damn, that stream delay. So what's up with like the OBS settings letting you have, or Twitch, maybe it's Twitch, I don't remember, like saying that you can add a delay? Like who wants to add a delay? It's already super annoying.
It's if you're moderating it.
He says he's east coast of Zealand, about 15 minutes south of Copenhagen.
I've been there. Probably.
Probably. When have you gone to Denmark?
Yes. Many a time.
Oh, that's right. You can just take the ferry over.
We can.
Yeah.
We could. No, usually they wouldn't go to. They would go to. Where did they go to? Aarhus, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've said that.
And Skagen. So the Skagen and the Aarhus.
Thank you for Americanizing that for us silly Americans.
But I've been to Copenhagen. I did the boat to the Copenhagen from the Oslo. I stayed in a hotel down by the docks. It was an older place. He went to the little weed shop that used to be there.
Yeah.
What's that called again? Christiania. Christiane.
So it's not there anymore?
I think they tore it down. I could be wrong, but the police were all like whining about how people were selling drugs, and it's like, yeah, because you let them.
It's a weed shop.
Exactly.
Hey Black Arrow, how's it going? Yeah, you're here like pretty close to the beginning of this. You're not at the end.
No, let's not remove that. What do you think, Boo? What am I bumping in on? This one? That one?
Are you trying to connect them and they're not connecting?
I'm trying to get it in So this is kind of the challenge with these things is, for one, I haven't done this in so long, I don't actually remember how I did it last. Because I just used a guide.
Oh, yeah.
They're
This is
going
like,
to snap together.
at some point. For fuck's sake, Pitch Jack, you're killing me. He said, for once you want a creativity block.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's something. Let's do one like. I'm wondering if that's my problem.
Oh, but it's more than one layer.
Yeah.
Hey Amber, welcome back. How are you doing today? Because I don't think I asked you when you first showed up. Now for the real questions. Oh, she's gonna bring it. It's a little warm. Let me check the AC.
Yeah. Is it getting hot in here?
I will not take off all my clothes. It is actually.
I am getting too hot. Take my
Alright, let's
clothes
take that one
off.
off and see what happens.
I don't think we have any. Do we have any mods? We're just running it on God mode, right?
No mods, running it on God mode, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played around much with mods. I think pretty much the only game I've ever used Nexus to put mods in a game was for No Man's Sky. Because it made flying way easier. And prettier. Like, it made the game prettier. It added, like, texture packs and stuff. DJ said playing with God mode is just fine. It's a cute smile. Oh, yeah. I have trouble with ads on mobile too. I mean, No Man's Sky isn't dead. You can still play it. I've been considering playing it again soon. It's just such a relaxing game. Like, it's the kind of game I enjoy playing, and it's just really relaxing. Oh, go gather the materials, fly through space, explore the world.
Let me check one.
Try not to die. There's something really pleasant about that.
I'm actually coming it up. I am.
You get it?
No, not quite. I need to have one more here. And one more right there. Because I think this is so crooked.
You were concentrating so hard.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell because you're like talking quieter.
Because this is not
you're,
really
like,
the building.
staring.
I could have put these walls in already.
Yeah.
In fairness, I should have. Because this must be the most boring thing anyone has ever witnessed. Try and put one more on each.
People are here to hang out and talk.
Ah.
And also watch us play games. It doesn't have to be super interesting gameplay.
Entertainment.
They're here for us. They're here
That's
for
not
you.
true. That is definitely not true. I've never been anywhere for me.
PJ said building a base here is just a beach to do.
That's not good, man. Like, you gotta do better than that.
You see what I mean? He just wears you down.
Well, here's the thing: is I love a good pun.
So do I.
I'm definitely a purveyor of puns. That didn't work out. Let's try that again.
Amber said, PJ, I hate you. And she also said, Fallout 4 is just like No Man's Sky. It's just that the repetition seems different. That's actually a fair point. Well, I would say, I guess because the quests are like a little bit more fleshed out in Fallout.
Where did it go? Oh, shit.
What?
When did I put it up here? Alright, whatever.
What did you do?
Take that one off.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, sorry, Black Arrow. I have it set to not allow all caps unless if you're, in, like, unless if you're in, like, a special list of people. You might have to be a mod to be able to do all caps. What quests in Fallout? I don't know. All of them? The do this thing for me, go here and do this thing, bring back this other thing, kill these people for me. They're like a smidgen more fleshed out than No Man's Sky, I would guess.
I'm gonna try something. See if this works out. If it does, I'll punch myself in the vagina.
You don't own a vagina.
I could.
You could?
Try really hard.
Okay. Are you talking loud enough to be picked up?
I don't know. I could have a vagina if I try really hard.
Oh boy, you are a star.
Thank you. Snap.
Okay,
Oh, you dick.
Good night, Cat Bunny's child. Good night, Cora. Yes, if you do show up later, I'll see you then.
Let the bed bugs bite.
Oh lord. Oh lord,
You know
my
what?
neck just popped like 5 times. It was incredible.
If this works, I'll be pissed.
Are you just trying to line it up with the outside?
I'm trying to see if I can just use these instead.
It looks like it fits. Oh, you have a gap.
Oh, this may be really annoying. So I was all like, oh, you want to use these blocks because it's easier that way.
Oh shit. Oh. The stream barfed, I guess. It looks like it's back. Is it working? Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys. I think it disconnected for a hot second. When do I get to eat your bread?
It's pulled off.
Okay.
Be edible. Ah, yeah.
PJ, I thought that what you said was that it was a severe butt spike. And I was like, I mean, that's alright.
Oh, I now remember how to do this.
What are you trying to do exactly?
Connect these two into a wall. So they're gonna overlay one another a little
Sure.
bit. I remember that part.
I mean, maybe they've just updated it to where it's more difficult.
If they have, they can
Go fuck
take
themselves.
my pee and put it in their mouth hole.
Oh my god.
Because that's just mean.
Thank you for always bringing the puns at all times 100% of the time, PJ. You never fail to disappoint me.
See, this is the angle. This is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I need... Oh my Oh my, I'm an idiot.
What did you do?
I just snapped it in place already over here. I don't know, babe. See? Like,
Oh.
It's supposed to be like that.
Okay.
Close enough.
All right, let's move on.
We'll work with that. We'll work with that.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll work. All right. We can then that or use a smaller one.
Oh yeah. Cute.
Not perfect, but
Oh, you are.
neither was Jesus.
What?
What did he say? What did he say about Jesus?
What?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, PJ. I'm gonna lose my mind. He said, I don't know Fallout 4 was a platforming game.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna call this?
What?
A wall.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run with it.
Alright.
Now that she mentioned the island, though.
Do you want to clear out the island? I'm sure people wouldn't mind taking, like, you going on a quest instead of just base building.
Alright, ladies and
Why
gentlemen.
don't you, like, if you want to keep building out a little bit, you probably can, but if you want to head over to the island, you can.
Messed up these walls. I don't like these walls. What should I do? Should I keep playing this, or should I go to the island?
Alright, so for a vote, do we want to
And die repeatedly until I figure it out.
keep base building here at the castle, or do we want to go to the island and probably die a lot?
I mean, if we go to the island, I'll still build. It's so I can build. It'll just be some cleanup.
PJ seems to be content with building, but
Okay.
do whatever we want to. I don't know who else is here right now.
Allegedly 6 people.
Amber's here, PJ's here, Nick's here, and someone else I don't know.
I think we bleep for a while again, because this said this was blinking,
Oh yeah?
and
It
now
says
it's
we're
in
live.
0 kilobytes per second.
Oh dear. It says we're live.
We are.
Yeah.
You seem to be. No. Yes? No?
It might just be... No, we're offline, I think.
Worked once more.
I think the internet dropped.
Our signal is not the best, but it just came on. We have internet access. Reconnection successful.
Okay, so it should start streaming again in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hopefully.
we are back.
There we go. Yeah,
We
we're
are
live.
back.
Yeah, we're live.
Chick Aurelio. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to this exit save because I don't like how I did those walls. That was all for naught.
Okay. Oh, are you just giving up? You're giving up on the
Yes.
castle? Okay.
For now.
Alright, we're gonna go to the island instead.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Excuse me.
Okay. Do I have a big boy? Whatever.
You should. Or,
I need to do 2 things.
I don't know, you might not.
Excuse me.
All right.
Alright, what do I have in here?
I don't know.
Did I bring guns? Not. Okay. So,
Do you need to go back to Sanctuary?
what we're gonna do first is go to Sanctuary.
Hello, Zero Striker X.
We'll see what Sanctuary looks like
Cool.
as well. We'll do a walk around.
That sounds nice. How are
It'll
you
be
doing
like
today?
Cribs.
It'll be like Cribs.
Yeah.
All right, yo. So we're here in Sanctuary.
Hi! Welcome to my house. Alright, let's stay in the hallway.
Oh, for fuck's sake, PJ. That's the worst one so far. The Viking just read that and shook his head.
Valentine.
Yeah.
Weapon workbench. So this is my main work area.
Cool, man.
And I have some fancy
You should
stuff in there.
you should have some guns stored around in here, I would think.
I keep clicking the wrong button.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the stream. I am currently streaming with the Viking, who is over here off camera. He is doing some fun stuff in Fallout 4. He initially wanted to do base building at the castle, but he decided to. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there they are. Alright, so I know where they are.
He decided to go to the island instead. We're gonna clear out the island. He's probably gonna die a lot.
So
You are
much.
gonna die just the most.
Unless I just god mode it. So this is my home, by the way.
Oh,
So
did you
we-
build that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Sanctuary. I got a couple of lasers up here. I got my little patio. This is my patio.
Oh, that's right. I watched you build this.
I got my workspace. If I walk down to my second floor, I got my living area. I got some art,
Aw,
a little flag, sitting group.
Murica.
This is for my child with 2 pillows. Because I'm gonna
that's
find my
right.
child.
He spent so much time like desperately looking for comfy pillows. Like he was just any comfy pillow he found, he
dude.
picked it up.
Oh, dude, I have to see here.
You've got them everywhere.
pillow.
You are
2 comfy pillows because I want my baby to be comfy. I have a door over here that opens onto a roof. So I'm big into perimeter fences. So everything on the sanctuary is built inside of a fence, which you can see down there.
nicely done.
But I made a little door there so I can quickly kill things. We have art. We have my little thingy collection. We have my magazine collection.
Oh, that's cute.
And my jukebox, my bed, bedside table, got a little steamer trunk, more art. Over here is my sitting group. I have a picture of a kitty,
Aw,
and I
he's
have a
eating
little
a
chair
rocket ship.
that I can watch my TV on. For some reason, I'm not getting a signal. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. This is my bottom. This is my office, so I have storage. Here's my chems. La la, with scissors in them.
I love that you've labeled everything.
Weapons and guns, which I do need to check and see if I have a.
Oh, a fat man?
I have a fat man. That'll make this difficult. Okay, and then my clothing and armor. Okay. Oh, this is my desk. This is where I sit when I have to do paperwork.
Yeah. Who is bugging you?
James, you.
Oh, it's just T-Mobile.
It's Amazon and T-Mobile.
Great.
And
Your phone keeps borking at you.
YouTube commented on me again.
Oh shit, dude. What did he say? Is it the same guy?
I think so. So someone says, well, hoping the lefty problem wasn't hitting Texas, they vote for policies that ruin the economics in their preferred state, then have to move somewhere where there are jobs area with low to no lefty policies. Once in the new year, they vote in lefty. I said thank you for building a home and videoing it. And
That's all you did. And they just
oh my god, it keeps going.
Oh no. How much longer does it go?
Now there's 4 replies.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Oh, they want to deny people right to vote now. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Wow, they're
Can I-
crazy.
Like, delete the comment.
You can delete the comment if you want.
I'm genuinely thinking about deleting the comment. I'm gonna delete.
Okay,
way, I
go
don't get
ahead.
notifications anymore. I was just trying to be a nice guy, man.
No, you were just saying
I was
thank
trying
you.
to say thank you on the internet.
And they made assumptions.
And it turned into a shit show. Is there more wine? Or is that it?
I think there might be a little bit more. Yeah, there's a smidge more. You ready?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I save a little bit for myself?
Yeah. So this is my I don't want my people in my home trap because they just fall down. Whereas I can actually jump across. Use a hand, yeah. This is my stairway. So now we're in Sanctuary proper.
Oof.
So it says welcome.
Aw,
home.
that's cute.
And as you can see, I still have some little walkets here and there. Quite a lot of them. So this is the perimeter wall, and I basically built my house straddling the wall because I thought it was a nice architectural piece. This hallway having the rounded corners kind of goes back to get his name. There's an architect.
The Viking is a fan of
Lloyd
architecture.
Wright or something like that.
He will legitimately like thumb through architecture magazines and look at architecture websites and stuff.
Yeah.
He loves that stuff.
Notice that these are like
He
as
actually-
close to perfectly centered as possible.
He actually has a favorite architect.
Oh, I have several. Marcio Kogan is an excellent one. He's in Brazil. He does these wonderful homes that just beautifully blends into landscape, but
Case in
does
point.
this modern feel, but it feels like it's supposed to be there, which is really hard to do because when you have something in nature and then you do this really stylistic boxy design and it looks like it's always been there, that's challenging, but that makes it beautiful. There's this Japanese dude that made a house in Finland that is a black stainless steel box. And it's literally just a box. It's a black box that's sitting in the middle of a tundra, and it looks like it's supposed to be there. It's amazing.
Cool.
So I positioned all of these. Like, this is my LCD showing. Like, they're like as close as I could get to perfectly centered and far away from the pillars. But it's like mood lighting at night. Kind of like my entertainment center.
DJ says that it's always a good idea to build on what you know about.
Yeah, it's true. I want to have a good foundation.
Hit
on
me,
anything I
baby,
do.
one more time. That
So-
classic artist.
So here's the deal: is all of my settlements will have quotes from historic figures
I have to go to the bathroom, but keep
from the 2000s and the 90s, prior to the war. So in this case, this is a quote from a famous philosopher, name no longer known, but they made a statement of "Hit me, baby, one more time," and it's an inspirational quote in the Fallout world. So we put it on the wall. This is going to be built out more. We're going to have like an entertainment center. People can chill. You know, kind of a chill face. I don't use any of the old houses, and this robot machine is kind of here because I needed a place to put it. Sanctuary is currently my main area, my main build out. It's the only one I've fully finished, I think. I got my power over here. We have a few power stations, got 3 running currently. I really only need 3 of these. That's 300 power. Over here we have the quarters for everybody else. Got a little workout. We got lighting everywhere. Got a cheer for the old Mama Murphy who died. We have a toilet that you can sit down and take a poop, and he is giving you encouragement to help you have good bowel movements. A little sink so you can clean up well. I guess it's a drinking fountain. We have a place to put stuff. Did I ever show you this?
What?
So I have a toilet here for the people that work for me.
Yeah.
And so that they can be encouraged to have good bowel movements, I have this guy.
It's in the open.
But I have this guy giving them some positive encouragement. It's like, you can do it! And
That's
this one
amazing.
is when you come in, like
Yeah.
you walk in right there and you're just like, oh, yay!
Yeah, it feels welcoming. Somebody's
some-
just like, hey,
I have some potatoes.
hey.
We got a
Oh my
what I
gosh.
assume is an espresso machine.
I forgot that they called them potatoes. It's so cute.
Sink, cooking stove. We have the eatery.
This
We
is
have a couple of dining room
adorable.
tables. I have the little like lights.
You've like perfectly lighted the place. It's so welcoming.
Oh yeah, and this is like as close as I could to like the center. Like on center. So this is like, hey, it's a little darker over here. That's okay. That's a workout area. This is their bedroom. It is communal sleeping. The reason for this is so that you can have a view. Oh, they're all coming to go to bed.
I'm sorry, you're Scandinavian and you don't drink coffee?
What the fuck?
Who are you? PJ. Who
As a fellow Scandinavian,
who are you?
as the better Scandinavian, let's face it. That's just wrong. And I'm not better because you're a bad person. I'm better because I'm Norwegian and you're Danish. And we invented the oil and you didn't. So I am rich and you are not.
Wow.
Also, we're better. But that's neither here nor there. We have some nice artwork, a little bit of pre-war stuff, or yeah, I guess. Nice little posters.
Yeah,
a lot of beds.
it looks like pre-war stuff.
We got a little patio for them. We got a tiny bit of security here. That's their sleeping area, honestly. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Hey.
Caitlin,
Isn't Kate your favorite?
I did bang her
Oh, did you?
in the other save.
Oh, nice.
So that's my water arc. Got
Wow,
a few.
you have a ton of...
I do manufacturing here.
Yeah.
So I do water manufacturing here.
Yeah.
Because you can sell the water and make a bunch of money. So the power goes all along the top of the wall. That was out of the way. You have internal security here, external security around the gate there.
Oh, them's fighting words. Alright, so first he said his circadian rhythm is already fucked enough without the caffeine. And then he said, and by invented, did you mean cheat your way to? And then he said, also fight me.
Does it matter? Who has the money and who does not?
PJ, I will fight you. I'll win. Bam!
Also, I'm a Scandinavian that now have... Oh, you were fighting.
No, you're fighting too.
Oh, okay. I have firearms.
No, he says fight you, and he also told me to fight him.
So here's the thing about, like,
You do
you know,
have
I know you
firearms.
guys kind of, like, sort of dabbled in Viking when we did it proper. We fight dirty.
This is turning into a pissing contest.
We fight dirty. And I have firearms.
That you do.
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my god.
So this is my security. That being said, though, like, in today's day and age, I like the Danish. I like Danish design. I like that Denmark is not other places. So, like, we good fam. Oh yeah, there was one more thing I want to show them here.
What are we looking at?
My farm.
Oh, oh wow.
So check this out.
Dude. Wow.
Oh, is this thing broken? It's smoking. Okay. We got tons of core.
Those are nice lines, dude.
Yeah. So the way I do these, I build a wall
Oh.
that I like just back on.
That's smart.
Because that way it's completely straight because I can just do this.
So he just said, I think we can all agree that Sweden is the worst.
Yeah. Sweden is like France, but with slightly less surrendering.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the only good thing Sweden brought to the world was a Volvo, and they had to get the Chinese to help with that now. So So yeah, very straight, very beautiful. Last thing, this. I love this building. It's so like Craftsman.
What is that?
This is where I have my manufacturing set up.
Oh.
So in this room,
Hello.
I make ammo and Molotovs. So I have 84 Molotovs. I have 850 rounds of 45 and 60 rounds of 30.
Hang on a hot second. I didn't know that. It's auto making. It's like just the manufacturer.
Why is this one off? Oh, those two are. I don't know why this isn't.
It's just a manufacturing setup to make you ammo. You don't have to stand there and do it.
Nope.
When did that change?
In one of the downloads.
It is a DLC? Okay, I was like, that's not in the original game. Cool.
So.
I had no idea. I don't remember.
Oh, this one's not on?
I don't remember you telling me
that
that.
one's
One's got a blinking light. Oh, the core might be fucked.
When did that start happening?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess they got attacked or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, so. Because I don't like my ship being broken. I'm just gonna leave God mode on and not die.
Go ahead.
Since we're doing this for the entertainment. There we go. I don't know why that happened, but whatever.
Whoa, what'd you do?
I forgot to exit. So yeah, this is basically, I made it all windows. It's all pretty, and I have lights lighting up. The string light, great thing about the string lights, they provide a lot. There we go, now it's producing again.
Cool.
So yeah, they're making ammo. And then over here I have this welcoming message.
We love everyone, you are safe now. Oh, honey. That's so cute.
Oh, it was supposed to be like ominous. Welcome home.
Oh.
We love everyone.
I was like, my heart was full of love for you, and then you just like...
You are safe now.
Okay.
You see there's exclamation points, but not that one.
Oh.
It's a subtle joke.
Well, that makes it very creepy. Can I just pretend like it was actually nice?
Sure.
It makes me feel nice.
I'm a good person.
Okay.
Mood lighting.
I think like one of the buildings I built in Sanctuary says the fuck shack.
That's nice. Alright, so let's do something stupid.
What are you gonna do?
Let's go to this island and die.
Okay.
Unless God mode stops me from dying, which I think it does.
I think it does. So PJ said, he said a few things. He said, if I could change one thing in history, it would be to make it so Denmark didn't side with Napoleon, so we'd still own Sweden. And then he said, after you showed me the sign, you know who'd say that kind of thing? A synth.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright, let's swim. So... Exciting.
You have a, what, do you have like a respirator or something?
No, I have God mode.
Oh. Okay. I'm thinking about Fallout New Vegas, I think. There's a section in that where you have to get an underwater breathy thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's New Vegas. Oh, for fuck's sake. PJ said this stream is going swimmingly. Discovered.
Yep.
This will be fun. I've never cleared the island. I don't think.
I don't quite remember how to do it. It's gonna be terrible though, because...
What kind of enemies are on
there's
this island?
baddies on here.
Yeah, what kind?
Bad kind.
Okay, helpful. Thank you.
think there's a couple over here.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I like that gun a lot. Look at that crit. Nice. Okay, hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Oh man, those things are nasty. Yeah, I don't think your health is going down.
God mode helps.
Yep.
What's that?
He's just chill. He's just chilling.
We're not alone. That's the last.
Hands up, dude. That's just weird.
What the fuck are you doing, Nick?
How hard did you glitch out right now?
Oh, he's falling.
Oh, that's cute.
I think he's falling forever. That's creepy. He'll probably spawn behind you at some point. Once you get far enough away.
Right, I gotta turn on the power and some stuff. Up here. I know I'm doing this in God mode. I know I'm totally cheating. I don't care.
I mean, the whole purpose is to build.
Here's the deal. I've done the island. I've cleared the island twice already. This is my third playthrough.
Nah, fuck it.
Right. Okay, so follow the string.
I'm gonna tell people that we're clearing the island.
You're going to be taking over a little bit here soon.
What?
You're going to be taking over for a bit soon.
Oh, I have to talk?
No, gaming.
Well, why? Oh, okay, that's fine. PJ said that killing the inhabitants just to build stuff is super shellfish. PJ, when I told him that, the Viking deflated.
God mode has its uses. We'll say that. I didn't know you never run out of battery or ammo.
Oh, does it really? Not?
Yeah.
That's great. Let's do... Oh!
What are you?
Time slows down when jamming the final magazine.
I don't even know what kind of rifle this is. This must be in the DLC.
Wow.
The
Look at that.
The one about the island or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, that looks awesome.
Oh, that's fun. Yes, please.
Look at how much you can upgrade it too. It had standard on everything. Oh, you're so excited. That was beautiful, honey.
Thank you.
Shit, I forgot how to link to Twitch.
That is a shotgun, okay. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh.
You know what, let's see if we can find some other animals to kill before we turn on the...
Oh my god, you're so violent.
Help it.
I need to go kill some animals. Wait a second, Nick isn't a mod? Fuck. Mod and... live? Here we go.
Now that I know that it doesn't need to reload, it kind of made it fun to just Murder.
Nick is like one of the few responsible people that I'd be willing to have as a mod.
There. Now it makes a sound that makes them all stay away.
Oh, cool.
See?
Are you sure? Because they all just started to attack you.
Yeah, but
Oh, now they're running away. Okay.
See?
God damn it! PJ just said Fallout is a pretty rad game. You made him deflate more! You've done this to him.
All you need to do is clear stuff.
What?
Like scrap everything.
Oh, you
that
want
can
me
be
to scrap?
scrapped.
I don't remember how to scrap.
R.
R? Okay. Alright. Alright, you can't see me for a bit. Oh no, that's E. That's not R. There we go. Scrap. Scrap. Yep. Look at all these trees that we get to scrap. What fun this is. Whoop. Oh, what the fuck? I'm like just tipsy enough that this is really hard to do. My guess is that we want to just straight up clear everything. Boop. No, PJ. Somebody who uses as many puns as you do could never be responsible. Oh Jesus. I was like, who is that creepy guy? It's Nick Valentine. He's that synth I'd probably bang if I had the chance. Oh, that's right. I can't run in build mode. That's annoying. Excuse me. I don't hate the environment, PJ. I just know that if I want to build something, I have to kill the earth. Whee! Whee! We don't want this fence stuff here. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. What is all this? Ooh, it's guts. Nice. Guts is fun. Oh, hello. Oh, he just runs away. Alright, I'll take it. If I could do this faster, would I? I don't fucking know, PJ. Stop destroying my life. This is how I can tell I'm kind of tipsy, is I'm just like doing this in a really aimless circle. Like I have no idea where I am. Where am I? Who am I? Whee! You back?
Almost.
Almost, he says.
Oh, what do you want on the bread? Which one do you prefer?
Ooh, I just want a bread, I don't care which one. And please put butter on it. I'm already like... For fuck's sake, Pitch Jack. I don't know if anybody has ever frustrated me more. Is this still gonna stand up if I take this out? I guess so.
Just make sure you don't take. There are certain threads. There are certain trees that have antenna stuff on it for the
That
electrical
seems
cable. By the way,
okay.
did you hear?
Yeah, I heard
So
you.
you want to make sure you don't take those trees.
All right. Well, I've cleared up a lot of trees, so I don't really
Hopefully,
know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Yes, we have, we keep both salted and unsalted butter in our fridge. Salted for when we just want something yummy, and unsalted for cooking. For like baking specifically. How would I have been able to tell if they had...
We went from the shack down to where...
Shack to the boat.
No big deal.
There are a couple of shacks.
I'll fix it.
They are not Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't think I did any. Oh, pitch jack. I think that's the way that people do it here, I guess, is a butter bell. I've never used one myself, but when I visited my brother, like, I'm guessing that it's, oh, like that one?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I won't.
Let that line.
Have I? Ah, fuck, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'll fix it.
Do you need me to move?
Nope.
You're just enjoying the break?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my brother, when I went to visit him last, had a butter bell, and like that's not something we grew up with, so I think that it's something that his wife kind of brought into their life. But it
That's a
does.
nice spring.
Huh?
That's a spring. It definitely has a nut in us.
Yeah? Well, the seeds would definitely do that. Oh, goddamn. Cinder blocks. But it's not something we had growing up. We had a, Okay. Thanks for joining, PJ. Have a good night. I know it's late where you are, in Viking land.
That one.
Oh yeah, good call. Oh.
Very good.
Yeah? Hello, dead body. Do that. These are also like... None of it really looks... Like, none of this stuff seems to be super duplicated, I guess. So it's a little hard to tell, like, what's... Okay. Like, it's hard to tell what's... actually... destroyable, I guess. That's even a word to use. Yeah? There's a dead body? Whoa.
Anything that highlights.
Yep. Oh, there we go. We just had to remove the walls first. Wow. Everything except for this pole. For some reason. Alright. Alright, why don't you take over? Ugh.
Oh, yeah, actually, they're back now because we cut the sound thing.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So I just gotta quickly.
Sure.
It doesn't matter right now because I'm invincible.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I don't think we're alone.
Oh dear. This is really good, babe.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like this a lot.
There we go. Thermal weapon.
Sorry.
I guess they got wise and folded.
So have you
Not a
built?
lot of building happened in the stream. About building.
Have you built in the island before? In a different game?
I have. Which arguably we could go and look at that if you. Because this is. Problem with this island is that. Oh, oops. To get it to the state where I can build on it, I have to spend like another 35 minutes clearing all this crap out. Dropping all these bodies in the ocean. Unlike having random bodies laying around.
Yeah.
So
Understandable.
just it's messy. You know?
Yeah.
You don't no one needs.
No, I know how you roll. You appreciate cleanliness.
It's so easy to dispose of the body. It's better to just do that.
Don't take that out of context.
I wish there was like I know there's so this is one of those things where I know there's a mod for like a clear all mod
Oh, yeah?
thing or code or something. That's one I should probably learn.
I mean, I have the Nexus mod on this computer.
I don't even know if it's a mod or just a console,
Or a console command?
that I'm not aware of, and that might be glitchy.
Well, let me do the lookups for you.
Yeah, but let's do this. Let's abandon this save.
What? Oh, you mean to go look at your other one?
Yeah. You fucker. You at?
What else you got?
Ooh. Okay. So, this may not work here, but it says
Really want this?
scrap all one word. console command scraps everything in a settlement. Is this considered a settlement?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you can, of course.
So I don't care about this if anyway. What was it?
Scrap all.
Like that?
Uh-huh.
That totally worked. Yeah.
Bro.
Well, shit. Alright. Here's the other thing, though. It would take me forever to do the base building, so now that I know that I can just click scrap all and not waste my time every time I play this game, because this is where I know. So just to kind of tell people, this is where I normally put the base, if there's anyone even there anymore.
Yeah, we've got like 6 people. When I look. 1, 2. 3 people. One of them's me, and the other one's my bot.
I usually put it here, all the way across this entire area, more or less, like from over there-ish. That just exploded. To right outside of these boats.
You want to show them your other save?
Sure, why don't we do that instead?
Yeah.
This didn't work so well.
Oh, that's okay, honey.
It's
Low. It's a learning experience. You have to quit to the main menu.
Quit, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
You still have to change your character.
Oh,
T.
yeah, right. Sock Smasher, is that you?
No!
Oh, that's sister. I bet that's sister.
That is your sister. I forgot your sister played this. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
because I'm lightning
She
sheep.
spent like all her time playing this.
So I actually don't remember which one I did it on. Because I have lightning sheep slap,
Thunder
goat
Goat
smash. That's not me.
I only
is someone else.
I only started one, so that's really funny.
And then 11 Demogorgon. So I think it's on Thunder Goat Smash.
I think it might be.
Let's do the quick save. So I'm in Vault 81 because I think on my Thunder Goat Smash I was selling stuff. Probably. Is that still on? Here we go.
I think you have to go outside to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good save. Memory serves. I don't remember what level I'm at.
Hey Joe, how's it going?
47. Yeah, I think this is it. All right, let's leave this. Hi Joe. Lol Joseph. Josephine.
Oh.
Giuseppe. Oh, well, and that makes no fucking sense, does it? I said hi many times for 3 other people then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh yay! Golem just showed up. Joe says, "Oh hi Viking, he's a great guy."
Does he know me? Oh, that's Joe.
That's
Okay.
Joe. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Nick and Joe, the brothers.
Right.
It's Joe who you met.
I saw Gerb and I was like,
yeah.
who's that?
No, that's Joe.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Alright, so in this one I actually built out Spectacle Island and there's 8 people there.
Yeah, let's go.
They're not very happy. I don't know why.
I mean, whatever. It's totally fine. Hi Golem, how are you? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you around other than on Twitter.
I think.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sound okay.
Oh yeah, I feel great.
Yeah?
I feel great.
Did you get a bread seed?
I don't know what happened. Am I out of mysterious? Oh, boo.
Mysterious?
Mysterious, the serum that dude gives you. I lost my voice. That made me lose my voice.
Wow. Well done. Do you need
Thank
water?
you.
Do you need water?
I think I'm fine. There we go. It's coming back a little bit. Oh yeah, I was trying to sell these things. Well, that's annoying. Well, I'm not gonna use this save anyway, so we'll just drop stuff. No, I'm not gonna save over it as well.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I hear you, dude. Everybody needs a break sometimes, and you're like a real artist that does cool things that I don't understand. So
You know what? This
you were
is not
allowed
the
to
save.
you were allowed to take a break. No, you've got a ton of like whatever those are generators.
Yeah. No, this is not it.
Okay, maybe it's your first one.
I can't select character from out here.
Were you the one who did the?
It'd be lightning sheep slap.
Did you do a dinosaur that I saw on Twitter earlier? I liked a dinosaur on Twitter earlier and it looked super cool. I think it was yours.
This was my first ever build.
Yeah.
My first ever save. This is a level 46.
This is Thunder Goat Smash, right?
Yeah. So this is really boring. Like, it's so mediocre. I have
You
all
were
my...
so proud of it when you built it.
Yeah, but then I built another one. I got like 6 of the power suits over here. But like, we didn't have the add-ons and stuff.
We have that. I mean, we have that Fallout 4 episode
They
where you
throw these pillows everywhere. My God, I go through the trouble of getting these pillows for them, and they're so reckless.
Cool.
And
They're
stuff.
just stuck in the stairs. That's all right.
I really tried, you know. It is, you know, I got well.
Cool. That was a
turned
cool
into a
dinosaur,
monolith.
dude. It was nicely done.
It's tall though.
Yes. I think
Someone came into my bedroom and threw my pillow on the floor. Unacceptable.
you are so upset.
Yeah, this is my original build because I had, again, wall. There is wall over there. It's just glitching. There's like little sentry towers. The towers are cool enough.
I think this is what you showed people during our
You know what?
episode.
Yeah, this is my second. So Thunder Gold Smash was my original. This is my second save file. Yeah, I like that part. I just don't like this building.
Okay.
I don't like it at all. Whee! I don't think I'll die. Nope.
Oh, yeah, well done.
And there's like apparently broken security around here. But yeah, it has like these little security towers. Sentry towers, whatever.
So did you think you built out the island in this
I
one?
think I did, yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did.
Let's go take a look. Hate those things.
They're annoying because they're airborne, so they're harder to hit.
They like suck more in this game than in
I
last
did.
one.
build
Yeah,
it out.
look at that. That's a fucking compound. Holy fuck, dude.
So I came to this map.
Welcome. I love that. Oh, that's cute. Welcome to Spectacle Island.
So those things are on there because I couldn't find a space. I
Oh,
think.
so
There's
you
a
were
way
just
to
putting
space it.
like accent marks.
Yeah, so this is like underneath my house. I kind of built it like that. This is not perfect.
Did you
by the
feel
way.
the need to show people underneath
Yeah,
the house?
Kind of. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. Alright, so I got my armor workbench, I got my chemistry station, my weapon workbench,
Dude,
my
that's
bed,
some legit living.
desk. It's basic, but it does the job.
Nah, dude. That's everything you need.
So I didn't have all of the DLCs, I don't think. Or no, I did. Never mind. Now notice that these are going perpendicular with the door. Just throwing that out there. Here's my farm. Mud fruit, some corn.
Everything that you could possibly need to make adhesive. Oh, sorry.
Exactly. It's adhesive production.
I borked your arm.
So got some security, a little bit. Got some lights. This is the welcome station. This is where you can walk in. So this is the outside of what I built. Again, big into perimeters. Love perimeter building. This is my
Good Christ, God.
a little bit of water and a little bit of power. You can actually walk up here on the walkway.
Wow. You legitimately built this from the ground up. It
So
looks like a prison.
I fit in as many as I could. It was like one.
It
two,
looks
three,
like a
four, five.
fucking prison.
Oh.
I just think it's a thing. Yeah, I don't think there's any bad guys out
Yeah,
there.
so this is where we stood on previously. Is like you see the bolts right there.
Oh, hey, Amber. Welcome back.
Hey, Amber, welcome back. So that's the perimeter wall.
Good lord, dude. Is that... Who the fuck is running?
That's Kate.
That's Kate. She's freaking out because she didn't know how to get to you.
So I got my water production. Got some power. The power's archaic here because I didn't use the right power plants yet. But
There's
you
a
can
right
walk,
one?
Yeah. You can walk all along the fence on top of it on this one, this build. So basically anywhere they attack from, if it's outside, you can get there. Which is why most of the defenses are on the inside going in. Because that way if they spawn on the inside in the attack, the weapons will take care of them. So here you have a little sitting area to enjoy the view.
In airplane seats.
Oh yeah, you want to be comfortable. And if you sit down there... No?
No, I don't think she wanted to.
Oh, wait. I think she's struggling to...
She's like refusing
fit.
to sit, yeah.
Alright, cool.
I don't know if she has the space to sit down.
Well, if you did sit down, you could enjoy the fucking view. And that
there.
was kind of the point right here, too. No, she just doesn't want to sit anymore.
Wow.
Like, something glitched out. Maybe that code. Or maybe I just put him too close to the wall. Yeah, you can see you can walk all the way over there. This is the inside. Got some security right there. That's my place.
So happy.
So this is kind of a big area. I was going to make an entertainment center. Like billiards, whatever. I needed to pull wire right here. And they used to make it really hard to make the wire go through stuff. So I had to make this little hole. Run this way.
Amber says that you have a 1000 electricity per transformer mod. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, honestly, once you started being able to use the generators, the big ones, the 100 power ones, I really felt like that took care of it. Oh yeah, stairs going up from the entryway. Got a couple of power plays. Another place I was going to make an entertainment area.
Whoa.
Was looking into my farm right there. So I actually free-handed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
You
have
didn't
the
build walls
wall
for that
thing
one?
yet. We'll go down there later.
I will say, when it comes to stuff like this, you are like way more obsessive than I am.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'd actually have the patience to do something like this.
This took a bit of time.
Really?
A little bit of time. So here's my transmitter beacon to try and get people out of here. And
Amber decided that she's going to do a Fallout 4 mod video because the lacking of our mods.
oh yeah, I don't do mods at all.
No, me neither.
This is the guard stations.
Not
They
for
have
this
desks,
game, at least.
some beds, and that's apparently it.
I don't know.
Little eating table. Yeah, I'm not a modder.
I only feel like, here's the deal for me.
Because I'm not a gamer.
But yeah, you're not. But here's the deal for me. As a gamer, I pretty much only... I don't feel like I have any right to add mods to something until I get the full experience of the game. Does that make sense to you? Like,
Sure.
Like, I want to experience the game as it is.
I don't like these floors.
And so... Like the floors?
Yeah.
What is it about them? Oh, they're mesh.
Yeah, and she's somehow stuck underneath.
Okay. Well done, Kate.
So yeah, so there, this is where you can walk down onto there again. So it goes pretty much all the way around. Remember, I mean, got some more security right there.
You drinking water? Good
no,
boy.
It's at his feeding trough.
Oh.
Or
I mean, good boy. Yeah, I just, for me, like... Excuse me. I just didn't... I enjoy appreciating the game as is. And
Yeah.
I only feel like adding a mod to something. The only times I've done it is for, like... I think I did it for Morrowind, and then I did it for No Man's Sky. Because I just... No Man's Sky is repetitive enough, and like there's not a huge amount of story. It's mostly just like, find these obelisks that tell you this vague backstory that you can kind of piece together, but other than that there's no real story. And then
this is seating, by the way.
what?
This is seating for entertainment. They have all the entertainment near bar, weapons, armor. Jukebox that's open. It serves the main central power for their settlements.
I don't know. It's almost like a point of pride for me. Not even that. It's just like it's my principle. It's like I don't know. It's super weird. It's nighttime. Maybe they're going to bed.
That's not
where the beds are.
I think the beds are in here. Over here. There's like 3 beds in there. And then over here there's like, oh yeah, camping place with a fire. Canopy.
So Joe, because he's not listening, he was like, I like to imagine what Karin is saying from these animated gestures. My boobs are kind of like Fallout as she gestures at her chest. I didn't catch the explanation, so I don't know what she means.
Well, it would be if you wore certain types of dresses and lean forward.
Oh, and they fall out. Oh
yeah.
You know what? In some cases, my boobs are kind of like Fallout.
Yeah. Dining room.
It's cute.
Kind of bright though. I was really into these lights.
Oh, Amber says that settlers will go to the bar after the workday is done. So if you put any diner seats down, they'll go there. That might be what.
No, they're literally going to the 3 beds I have there and not the freaking armada of beds.
That you actually have available.
Because they were at the bar and they were walking away from it.
Oh.
I always put these family photos up because
maybe they're just
creepy.
very stupid.
The settler AI is not the best. I think this is, but that's kind of it. This is my base here. Like I have this thing where like I put an awful lot of time into it and then I stop. I never finish it. Oh yeah, I had potatoes all along this wall. Yeah, like look at these 2.
What are they doing?
They're just standing there. They always do this. Like every settlement I have, they just stand around at night instead of going to bed.
I mean, whatever.
I think this is my power station.
It's just what
yeah,
they
there's
wanna
more
do.
power station. That's all it is.
You can't tell people to do what they want to do.
So this was before I started using that's why I started a new build, is when we got the DLC, which I think is actually what happened. So all of this was built before we got the DLC where you have the concrete and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of that. And
yeah,
then
I think you're right.
And then I built this one thing, this one room, and went, holy shit.
Shit, I gotta start over.
That is so much better.
Yeah.
I have to start over. And that's when
Yeah.
I built the settlement. Liberty City? Liberty? No. Sanctuary. Liberty is GTA.
Yes, it is. I was trying to figure out where you got that from.
Yeah. So I mean, we didn't do much building.
That's all right.
We did a little bit of show and tell.
We did. It's okay. You built a wall.
Yeah, and then I stopped the save because I didn't wanna.
I mean, when you do stuff like that, it takes you a ton of time even when you're not streaming.
That's true.
So like,
I should have had that prepped.
I mean, no.
In hindsight,
my point is like, people will stream this kind of stuff, and it'll take forever.
Yeah.
Like, we've only been going a couple of hours, so it's not like.
I had to do the to build all of these walls. Mm-hmm. I had to pick up the weapon thing. So where you reduce the size of your settlement by storing weapon in your workbench by picking them up when you're in build mode.
Yeah.
I think I did that like 10 times.
That's fun.
It took so much time because there's so many concrete blocks to build this wall with the one settler that doesn't understand how to stay inside.
Amber says that there's a mod where you can heads.
Yeah.
Props.
I think they added that actually.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, you can assign beds in just the standard gameplay.
You know you can assign like paying for a file, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, so here's the other thing about not being a gamer.
What?
Is if I don't play a game for a little bit, I completely lose.
I don't know. I think that can be anybody.
Because like I played God knows how many hours.
You played this. Most of the
what,
hours on this game are you.
200?
200 about.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Probably 150 of it building.
Easily.
Vast majority. And like I didn't play it for a while. It started to I don't know why. It just made me anxious. I would get this weird this palpitation that would like really bug me. And it only happened when I played. I think I got like really tense and then like it happened and it would be really uncomfortable.
I remember you not feeling very good when you would play it, so you just sort of stopped.
So I stopped for a while and I tried again at one point and I tried playing it again and it wasn't like it happened again. It just wasn't fun anymore. And I was only building I wasn't really doing gameplay because I've done all the gameplay once already. Yeah. I'm not a big like jump scare guy. I don't like that anyway. I don't play games to be scared or jumped. It's not scary, but you get that. And now when I try to play it again, it's like,
Well, you're also
because it's so much effort to get it to this point, and I've already done it.
Sure, you're also coming into a save in the middle of the save, so you don't have any kind of build up, like at all. So, and this happens to me too. So I know what you're talking about. When you step away from a game for quite some time, and then you come back to it later, but you come back to the game in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
You sort of have this momentum that you can't necessarily push past. It's like when you start a game from the beginning, the game is designed to build up that momentum from the beginning. So if you take breaks, you lose it. And so you come back to it, and you're like, I don't know where the energy I was getting to do this came from. and you start in the middle of it and you're like, I'm
it's
not interested in doing this.
It's not that for me though.
No?
No. If it was, I wouldn't start over again 3 times. Because you're just doing the same missions and grinding at that point. I've played like GTA 5. I've played through the story missions 3 times on that because it's entertaining.
Sure.
It's that if I leave it for a while, I go back to it. It's just not that fun anymore. Like it's not like GTA Online too. I tried to play GTA Online last time it snowed, like last Christmas.
Yeah.
Nah. It's just not fun. Like it's like, okay, well I've done this. And that's kind of what it is for me. It's like I feel like, I've done it. I'm good. And that happens a lot. So no, to answer your question, Amber, we have the Far Harbor DLC. Did we ever buy the Nuka Cola?
I don't think.
Or the Nuka Cola Park, the Nuka Park, whatever.
Oh.
I don't think we got that one.
I don't think we bought that one. We bought Far Harbor.
We bought Far Harbor.
I want to play Far Harbor, and I never did.
Yeah, and I intended to, but I never did because
you lost interest.
I stopped playing.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and I was like, nah, and I just don't want to play it anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm not... Like, I still like the building. I still wanted to, on my new save, I really did want to build out the castle. But, like, even just messing with the walls now, I'm like, man, it's such a pain in the ass to get it to do what you want it to do. Like, you have to constantly fight the game when you're building. And a lot of what they did was good. A lot of the mechanics was really good. But it's tough to balance, I think, for a game designer to balance the freedom for people who really want to just, like, go for it and build ridiculous things. Mm-hmm. And allowing stuff like, why aren't you letting me snap things in the ground? Like, I realize that it's using processing power, but if I'm okay with my computer lagging, you know. So the balance of having that, but also having the game run well for the people who don't do that kind of crap, and have it run well for people who are like, oh yeah, my base, I just need like a room, you know, like, which is fine for a lot of people. Like the building, when I really got into that, is literally all I did. Yeah. I played through. I completed the game.
You did the game. Yeah.
I didn't do all the side quests.
But you played the main mission.
Because I'm not a completer person. But I played the main mission.
Completer person. It's called a completionist.
Completer person.
Yeah.
So I've done the main story, no DLC, like the main thing once. I got damn close the second time too, I think. I'm right at where I need to choose a faction. But yeah, just kind of lost interest, honestly. And that's kind of the problem with games for me, and that's why I don't think I'm a gamer. It's like,
There's... Yeah, I think that there's a certain, there's a certain effort required, especially with us as adults. Like, we don't have a lot of free time to just...
Oh no, I'm doling my free time between, you know, whatever, cleaning
and making bread and spending time together and all that other bullshit. But as adults, it takes a certain amount of effort as a gamer to really like dedicate the time necessary to play through something like this. This is a huge game. There's a lot of stuff to do, and that's true for any Bethesda game, the Elder Scrolls games and the Fallout games. There's so much shit to do, it's almost overwhelming. And that's super fun, and it was super fun when I had a part-time job, and it was super fun when I was in high school, but I don't have that kind of time anymore. So it can be really hard to put the focus in when you know you could be doing other things. And so for me, it's kind of like, if I'm going to play a game, I want it to be really good.
Yeah.
Like, Breath of the Wild, I've been playing it nonstop, almost.
You play that a lot. Honestly, in fairness, having the Switch helps because you can take it.
I can take it anywhere. I can play it while you watch TV. We don't have to trade off.
I think the thing for me is like I enjoy the adult things more.
Yeah.
I always have.
Okay, so for me, the type of introvert that I am, having that time to be able to recharge on a personal level, to where I don't have to deal with anybody, and that includes you. Sorry, I love you, but sometimes I need me time. Being able to like take that time and do something with it, whether it be read a book or watch a video on YouTube or listen to some music or play some video games. For me, video games is a really great way for me to unwind because it's mentally engaging, but it still lets me disconnect from other people that I need to be disconnected from. So there's also just a lot of nostalgia tied to it for me. Like, I've been playing games my entire life, and a lot of my positive childhood memories come from playing games with my brother or playing games with my sisters.
I think, now we're getting it. Now we're real talk. Hashtag real talk.
Hashtag real talk.
That might be a key part of why you're a gamer and I'm not. I would say 99% of my like positive childhood memories or adolescent memories are outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in the forest. They're hiking. They're doing things. They're building things. They're being on a farm. You know, helping drying the hay. It's helping. You know, clean. Literally, like I enjoyed cleaning the stables. Or not stables, what is it called? Barn. Yeah. Like, so one of the things that I liked doing as a child, like think 10 to 13-ish probably, is cleaning the shit and piss from the cows in the barn. I really liked doing that. Because they had this little scoop thing, this shovel, that you would shovel it down into the shit room. There was literally a room where you just shoveled it into, and it would be all clean after. Yeah. And it was nice to clean it. And clean after the cattle. I liked doing that. I liked doing the like, I didn't spend a lot of time sitting inside. I didn't have a playing machine until I had the PS2 when I was like 16 or 17.
So I think the thing for me
Keep talking. I'm going to get me some more of that pie.
Oh, sure. So I think the thing for me is... Okay. So I spent a lot of time outside as a child too. It was in a different setting, obviously. I was in the city, in the suburbs of the city. But a lot of my time that I had to spend outside was spent with people that I don't necessarily relate good memories to. Like, so, sorry, Joe just wrote something really funny. Because he still can't hear what we're saying. So, like, I mean, when you think about it, I spent a lot of my time outside with my older siblings, and the only sibling that I got along with really well was my brother. And for those of you who are not aware, I'm
hashtag eating sounds.
Yeah, hashtag chewing. So for those of you that are unaware, I'm the youngest of 4 children. I had 2 older sisters and 1 older brother. My brother was the one that was closest to me in age. So, and I also got along with him the best. So, my, like, good times...
Oh, yeah. Amber, I love chopping wood.
Oh, yeah, he super does.
Oh, I'm deciding. This is the first time in my life that I haven't had an axe since I was 6 years old. I got my first axe when I was about 6. Yeah. I've had an axe my entire life until I moved to Dallas, and I haven't had an axe for 7 years, and it's driving me nuts.
I'm sorry. You gave up your axe for me. So yeah, I have all of my like really positive memories are largely with my brother or with my mom, because I get along really well with my mom as well. And none of the shit that we did together was outside. With my brother, it was mostly... With my brother, it was mostly video games. We played video games a ton together as kids. And read that as I got to watch him play games because I was the youngest, so I didn't get a choice, really. But I have a lot of really, really positive childhood memories of, not recently, of playing games and really enjoying it. It was something that was very, like, relaxing and pleasant, and it meant good things to play games. So that probably helped a lot with my interest in video games. And I mean, all of us played games as kids. I think I'm the only one out of the four of us that still plays them on a really regular basis. Because, yeah, we all played games a bunch as kids. I guess everybody else grew up and I didn't.
And the thing is, I always did more grown-up things. Mm-hmm. I started playing video games at a later age.
Yeah.
And I've never gotten that into it. You know,
I've been
like,
exposed to
there
them
are
since I
some,
was like, as long
sure,
as I
like
can
friends and
remember.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like I played a lot of GT4, Gran Turismo,
Yeah.
which is like the total, like
Yeah.
the most non-gamer game.
It's super not
except
a
for
gamer game.
GTA. I've played every GTA since GTA 3.
Right.
I've owned every single one.
Understandably, they're good
I've
games.
completed the main story in every single one. I have like 100,000 NPC kills in GTA 3. But at the end of the day, like, that's not like... I've always seen games as...
To you,
It's a waste of time.
yeah, you've always viewed them as a time waster.
It's something I do if I have time that I don't need to utilize for something else.
It almost bothers you when you play a game too much because you feel like you should be doing other stuff.
Yeah, if I have other things I could be doing instead, it'll bug me if I spend too much time playing games.
Yeah.
For sure. It's like sitting down and watching a TV show that's not that interesting for too long. Like when we sat down and watched Defined Ones yesterday.
Yeah.
Or day before, which everybody that has HBO watched Defined Ones. I'm fine with spending that time on it because it was a really good documentary.
It was a great documentary.
And I came out watching it a arguably probably better person. But if I could have all of the time I've spent watching Friends or Seinfeld back and spend that on something better,
You would take it.
I would love to have that time back. If I could have all the time I spent like playing stupid Flash games, which is what I do because it is just a time waster for me.
Yeah.
If I could like utilize that time for something useful, then I would rather do that. Like woodworking or like creating something useful in the world, you know?
And I just view it as a fundamentally different thing, since for me it's a legitimate hobby and it's something that I really enjoy doing and it helps me unwind.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that makes me happy. So to me, it's not a time waster. It's something that interests me and engages me and makes me happier. Mm-hmm. So it's like completely the opposite thing from how you approach it, which is understandable. We're really different people.
But Golem brought up something.
Yes.
Legos.
What did he say? Oh yeah, Legos.
If I had Legos,
this guy loves Legos.
I would tinker with them anytime I sat down to do anything. Mm-hmm. Like, I love Legos.
Yeah.
Because it's you create something.
You get to make things with your hands, which is like your dream.
Yeah.
You that's all you want to do. I swear to Christ.
Yeah.
pretty much all you want to do with your life is make things with your hands.
I did for a short while, about a year, I did construction work. And I got to do like parking lots, streets, curbs, like just basically once we made a mess of everything, I got to put it back together again. And it is the most rewarding thing to go to work, get paid, do a job, and at the end of the day, before you leave, you can go, okay, I did that today. This right here is what I did today. 30 yards of curbstone. Mm-hmm. That's a good day. Cool. I'm tired.
So Amber, the problem with your question is that he wants to be able to create something that has physical value. He would not, I don't think that he would find any value in doing dev for games because it doesn't result in something that he finds valuable. He's much more interested by the idea of making tables. Like woodworking would be.
I did ceramics for a while, actually.
Yeah, so did I. Like
it's
woodworking.
Not my medium.
Woodworking is his dream. He wants to do that. He wants to have like a garage where he can do woodworking and make stuff with his hands.
Well, I'd be fine like if I created an app that like so TransferWise, for instance, the people who made PayPal made an app called TransferWise that drastically reduces the cost of international money transactions.
If you
something like that actually benefits
you would be
society.
Okay with making something that
sure,
would,
but
like,
I'm not going to learn coding for an idea that I don't have in the hopes I get one. Like I don't think the people who became millionaires by creating a flashlight app for the iPhone really did anything good in the world. They just found a market and took advantage of it.
No, you have a very you have like a very pragmatic approach. You would only that makes sense. You would really only go through that rigmarole if you thought that you had a really good idea that would actually benefit people. Like in a really positive way.
Yeah. In a perfect world, I would have been a developer, and I would be making affordable, sustainable, green, energy positive housing with community gardens and a community feel, and building essentially build like mini villages.
The communities that you think are missing from places like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Build things that last, that respect the resources that we're using for it, meaning building it to last. Like when you look at talking about, I think Amber said she doesn't like the real world.
She does not. Yeah.
So talking about like not liking the physical world, if you will. I'm not a communist. I'm pragmatic. So real talk. We as a group of people, however antisocial we may be as an individual, inherently depend on one another for everything. Sure. We are ultimately intrinsically codependent upon one another. Mm-hmm. We cannot survive as an individual or as a species unless we all work together and we function as a society. That's why we have societies. I think a lot of people look at society today and they look at political. They look at the political landscape, or they look at how people are wildly disagreeing and polarized, and they're like, they don't recognize why we're in a society in the first place, why we have cities, why we have why population centers huddle together. Like if you drive through like flyover country, right? Mm-hmm. There's these vast open spaces, and then you have these conglomerates of
people. Yeah.
Because we need each other.
Yeah.
We all do.
We can't function by ourselves. Yeah.
I think one of the things that we've lost to a degree in cities is the feeling of having a community. And for us, I think it's our friends at the coffee shop.
Yeah,
we
that's our community.
You know, a lot of people's community these days is their job. But if you don't like your job, you don't really necessarily even like your coworkers. Now you don't have your community. So you have a community of gamers online that you chat with. But I think there's something valuable and truly valuable, tangible value in having a physical, local community where you come together in the neighborhood, where the neighborhood is built around the idea of co-inhabiting this space. And that doesn't mean you don't have your own house and you don't have your own space. It just means that there's no reason why, instead of everybody having a fucking front yard, which is just a waste of space, and grass, like in Texas, why do you have a front yard?
Why do you have grass in your front yard when it just dies every summer?
So we waste resources. We waste water to keep a facade for the people we live next to that no one cares about because you don't talk to your neighbors.
Right.
Why isn't that space used for a community garden, for instance? You don't have to participate, but you can.
Yeah.
It's there. You can, if you want to, right? Why isn't it used for, a playground or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, and beyond that, I think, respecting the resource. If you cut down a tree to make a house, make sure the house lasts. Don't build like you did here in the 70s where all the houses are about falling apart at this point.
By this time, yeah.
I think that stuff is really, really inspiring. There's a YouTube channel. His name is Matt Reisinger. And he does really green building. That might be true, Amber. But he does green building in Austin. Really high quality building. And the thing is, if you're building high quality, you're building green.
Yeah.
If you're building high quality, you're building ethically. Because if it's high quality, you're doing everything that
will make it last as long as possible.
Social democrats or socialists or even Republicans like, and that's where I'm like, I don't understand why people are fighting about politics this, politics that, which is fair. I do too. But then you look at it like, if you look at really conservative Republicans, if they do something, they want it done right. It's like, everything was better back in the day because if you took your car to the mechanic, he did it right the first time.
Yeah.
When you built the house, it was built 100 years ago, which is true. 100-year-old houses that still stand today, they're going to stand for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
That's what environmentally friendly people want, because it's far more environmentally friendly to build something and have it stand for 200 years than it is to build something for 30 years and then tear it down and build something else.
I agree.
So we have all of these things that we actually agree on. That somehow gets lost in the debate over whether or not we should give people birth control for $10 a month.
It's free right now. I know that.
As opposed to $10 a month.
Because I don't pay anything.
That's my point.
As opposed to $10, which it was before, as opposed to $40, which it was before that. Right.
And I think that's one of those things where I think you can build these like super duper, I totally get it, like hippie, idealistic.
It is kind of hippy dippy.
Hippy dippy, idealistic bullshit stuff. Like I want to have like... If I get it my way, by the time a decade's gone by, I have land, I have goats, I have pigs. Like I'm like the prepper slash like reclusive but totally like want a community weirdo hippie that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think that a lot of what you're talking about, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's sort of a reflection of the kind of environment that you grew up in.
Probably.
Because
my dad was a technical drawer, so he drew houses all the time.
Yeah.
That's where that came from, and
totally.
We were all green.
But you tell me a lot about like, oh, we have this family friend who owned a farm, and so whenever dude had too much of this, he would just give it to us. And if
He'd actually give it to anyone.
yeah, he would give it to anyone.
He was not a good businessman.
He would give it to anybody because he had too much of it and he didn't need it for himself. And like other times where you would go and help people with farms who were your friends.
Same guy.
It was the same guy? Okay. And you'd go to their farm and you'd help them out in one way or another. And that's community living in a way that, like, it just doesn't exist in a city like this.
Which, there's no reason it shouldn't, though, and that's my point, is like...
I agree, and the question becomes, how do you actually facilitate that? How do you accomplish community living in a city?
You act the change you want. So, example, and by the way, Amber, that's perfectly exactly what I'm talking about. Houses, my dad lived in a house built in 1898, I think. 100 years old, and the only thing that was falling apart was the addition that was built in 75. The other house, it was damp, it was not well insulated, but as long as someone lives in it, the worst thing for a house is for someone not to live in it.
Right.
Houses die.
It's the weirdest thing.
But as long as someone lives in that house, it's gonna stay upright for eternity. It's actually really cool. I'm going on tangent, but they did a study showing that once you hit 100, aging drastically slows down, and it's any material and people. That's why once people hit 100 years old, they often live till like 110 or 113 or whatever. But yeah, no, it's you act the change you want. So we have a friend, he's building a restaurant. Actually kind of around the idea of, it's called communion. The idea is that you'll be a community center almost. It's going to have office space you can rent. It's going to have a studio recording place. It's trying to be more than just a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, for one, it's a friend, and friends to me is the family that you choose, at least the good ones.
Yeah. Agree.
And when he's building this, it doesn't dawn on me that it's abnormal or like making an effort to take an interest in it and go and check out his spot or supporting him or offering help, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
When someone's broken down by the side of the road, if I see them in time, I stop and I see if I can help. Apparently people don't do that.
That was the weirdest thing when you told me that everyone at work was like, I wouldn't do that.
It's dangerous.
I have shit to do and it's dangerous.
You don't know what kind of person they are. I was like, I'm about to find out.
Like, the last time that we did it, we saw a car accident and we were turning onto the same street.
I'd already forgotten about that.
Yeah, we were turning on.
That's how much of a non-issue
Yeah,
it is for me.
that's
I'd already
how much
forgotten
it doesn't
about
matter
it.
to you. We saw a car accident and we were turning onto the same street. It was a Sunday. We had nothing else to do. We were literally just driving around. So I was like, you need to pull over. We saw what happened. We need to tell the police what happened. So we did. He went. What?
I'm fat.
You were just hungry. He went over to try and help the guy change his tire. Right? We had to get out the jack from the back of the car.
Yeah, tried to.
It didn't work, but we tried. And I had to tell the cop what had happened because I was the one who saw the most of it. But like, to me and to you, obviously, that's not. I don't think that that's too much to ask. That's just being a good person. Like, that's just. If we hadn't done that, and if I hadn't been a third party, like what's the word I'm looking for?
Witness.
What?
A witness.
If I hadn't been a witness that could just be like, here's what happened, they would have to go off of the word of the people who were in the accident, and then somebody might have had to...
It would have very likely been split 50-50.
Yeah, it might have been the responsibility of somebody who it wasn't the responsibility for. So us being there helped facilitate their experience, and it helped make the cops' job easier. So, like...
If someone was injured,
yeah,
there would have been someone that could have...
If someone had been hurt, we could have helped. We could have called 911 if we needed to.
We did.
Did we? No, I didn't.
I called the police.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally missed that. So it's just... It's that thing that you always talk about, like, the things that grease the wheels of society.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just helping the people that we live around. Because that's better for everyone.
I think people, to some degree, has forgotten that we are all codependent on one another. And I think that's, people complain when low-income people ask for a livable wage.
This is basically a podcast, and I don't know.
Yeah. When people ask for a living wage, right? People were ridiculing McDonald's employees in particular, but a lot of janitors and trash collectors and whatever don't make good money either. And people say, well, get a better job, apply yourself, be better. Have you seen what happens to a city if no one picks up the trash for a week? Have you seen what happens to an office building if no one cleans it for a week? We don't function without these people. It's like when you see a janitor, they're not beneath you. They're willing to do the shit that you don't even want to do for your own trash.
When our cleaning lady is not there on the weekends...
One day, and the toilets are nasty.
And the toilets are disgusting. There's no toilet paper. It's a disaster.
So we think we don't need these people. We think we don't need immigrants, or we think we don't need this, that, or the other. And yeah, but I'm a white man.
Yeah.
I don't count. And then we forget all the things they do. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of my thing. Like, if you look at who the population is that picks wine grapes in California, that's almost exclusively done by either immigrants or illegal immigrants, for that matter, undocumented immigrants, DACA recipients, right? Mm-hmm. So this totally got political. By the way.
It got super political. I love how I laid down the rules, and now it's all political.
Yeah. So we have this situation where all these people are picking the wine grapes. The wine producers in Napa Valley are struggling to employ people. Mm-hmm. They can't find them because they've gone back to Mexico, they've gone back to Honduras, they've gone back to wherever they came from. They are not able to live there anymore because the costs have gotten up so much, so they can't pay them enough. And you've literally had a bunch of wineries that have shut down, not because their product wasn't good enough, but because they couldn't produce it.
Yeah.
If you go to any building site in Texas, really, I'm gonna hazard most of the Southwest.
Okay.
Find me a white dude.
Yeah.
Who's willing to stand in 110-degree heat, building houses for everyone. There's fucking no one.
I don't think
There's a handful, but it's far and few between.
I might have seen one project manager.
Sure, project manager.
Who was white.
Matt Reisinger, the guy I was talking about, he's white, and a lot of his build crew is. And this is not a race thing.
We saw a black dude. That was different.
And that's my thing. It's not about race. It's about the fact that there are a bunch of people that don't get paid enough to have a reasonable life, and we're giving them shit for it. And it's like when people at McDonald's ask for a livable wage, I shouldn't have a problem with them asking for a company that makes ridiculous profits, paying them a fair wage. When people at Walmart ask to make enough money to live off and not go on food stamps, I should empower that. I should be happy about that, because I don't want to pay for their food stamps when they actually work full time.
Yeah, that's incredibly fair. It's also, and I mean, there's so many aspects to this argument. You have that aspect. It's economically sound to do so, for one. For everyone, it helps give a kick in the backside to the economy, because suddenly people have money to actually spend, which super helps. We suddenly don't have to pay extra taxes that go towards those things in particular. You have less people on food stamps, great, we can allocate that money somewhere else where it's more necessary, because you do have people who can actually support themselves in such a way that they can feed themselves. What a novel idea. But on top of that, it's who's to say that their intrinsic value, because they're standing over a hot fryer for 8 hours a day, is less than mine for sitting at a computer for 8 hours a day.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't do it if they paid me
I would hate to do that.
time and a half what I get paid now. I wouldn't do it.
No. I
And I get
would
paid
either.
probably twice to 3 times as much as most of they do.
It's just because their job does not require an education, it doesn't mean that it's not something that's
And-
challenging and frustrating to do.
And I think more
it's
importantly,
still hard work.
right, and also a very good pointer is that your value is not diminished just because someone else's value is increased.
Yeah, totally.
So
I'm not going backwards because another person is going forwards.
if I make a certain amount of money and I've spent a certain amount of time on an education, or I've put a certain amount of years into a job to get somewhere, someone at Walmart suddenly making the same amount of money as me doesn't take away from the effort or the skill or anything I do. It doesn't affect me, really. Like, my burgers might be more expensive by a couple of bucks.
Oh no.
I don't go to McDonald's in the first place, but if I did, I can afford to pay that. We eat too much red meat anyway.
Right.
Like, our economy does not need Coca-Cola to be $1 to function. I profoundly refuse to believe that. I think our economy needs sustainable and reasonable thing to be available to all, but no one needs to drink Coke. No one needs to eat burgers. If that part of the economy shrinks a little bit, that's fine. There will be other jobs.
Millennials are killing the everything.
Rightfully so. I mean, some things need
Millennials
killing.
are putting paper towels out of business. Was it paper towels or napkins? I don't remember.
I know it was styrofoam cups.
Oh, millennials are putting styrofoam cups out of business. Millennials are killing Applebee's. It's because it's shitty food that nobody wants to eat.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I think you can be the change you want to be, for one, and you can also just have an open mind and be steadfast in your convictions and change your mind when you're wrong. And I think that's really important, is be tenacious in your convictions. Be a hard ass, be stubborn, argue hard, debate hard, but when someone else is right, acknowledge that they're right and change your point of view.
I agree.
Don't sit there with your head in the sand and go, I'm right and you're wrong, and even if I'm wrong, I'm still right because that's what I believe, and shut yourself out to other opinions. That's one thing. Try to be the change. Whatever your conviction is, unless you're a Nazi, in which case stop that. But even then, like, I have more respect for a racist that's openly racist than I do someone who tries to hide it.
It's so funny that you say that. Henry Rollins has said almost exactly that.
You know what? If you're gonna be an asshole,
Because, like, in a
be an asshole and own it.
in a comedy bit he did 10 plus years ago, he was like, you know what? I think he was on MTV or something, and they brought out some white supremacist guy who was all like Heiling Hitler on the way out, and everybody was booing him and shouting at him, and Henry was like, "You guys, shut up. Let's listen what he has to say, so that we can know our enemy, and be aware of it." Like, he and Henry Rollins, a very, I mean, you know, you were at that event with me. He's exactly what you're saying he is. He's steadfast conviction man. But he also feels like it's important that you recognize and understand where other people are coming from, even when their stances are abhorrent.
Well, yeah, because you need to know what you're dealing with. And it's not, I wouldn't personally, like, he's a punk rocker, so of course he's an enemy, but I wouldn't necessarily even call it an enemy. Enemy is something I kill. You know, like an enemy, that says there's a war. I don't think there's a war. I think there's a difference of opinion. And I think that's the other thing is, like, the world is so much better off than people think it is.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
absurdly so.
We
like,
just
people think things are so much worse than they are.
We just have more news now.
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, there's less war today than there's been at any other point in history.
Yeah.
So I try to you know, balance my engagement with that. But as long as you're steadfast in your convictions, argue hard for your convictions, recognize when you're wrong, own it when you're wrong, do the right thing more than you do the wrong thing. And that's the important thing, is like, no one's always going to do everything right all of the time. That doesn't...
It's not possible.
No, and no one does. But do the right thing more than you do anything else. Try to do the right thing. Sometimes the right thing's going to end up not being the right thing. That's fine too. Just try to do your best. And for me, and what I think society is, doing my best means that when someone's at the side of the road and they're out of gas and everybody's passing them, when I'm on my way home from the store, I'll take them to a fucking gas station and I'll get them some gas and we'll drive back to their car. And they'll get on their way. And I spend 10 minutes out of my day. And that literally happened. We were both at the store. I had my groceries in the back of our car because we were driving separate cars.
Yeah, I remember that.
This kid was at the side of the road. I saw him with a gas can, and I know he was walking over to like a Sam's Club gas station, which you can only use with a Sam's Club card. So I pull over and I asked him if he needed gas and if he was out of gas, and he said, yeah. And I was like, that gas station is a Sam's Club, so unless you have a membership card, they're not going to give you gas. And he went, well, shit. And I said, jump in, I'll take you to the nearest one. So I drive him up there. Kid had, like, he told me, like, he left work because he didn't feel well, and he was on his way home, and he forgot to fill gas because he didn't feel well that morning either. So I just took him to the gas station, drove him back, and he tried to give me like $20 or some shit like that.
And you refused vehemently.
I think my words were something like that. So, shut the fuck up. just go home and get better. That's just common decency, and it literally took, I think, 10 minutes out of my day.
Yeah.
10 minutes out of my day, or probably an hour and a half out of his.
Yeah.
If he had to walk up to that gas station, it would have taken forever.
Yeah.
He clearly didn't know to. Would have walked to the wrong gas station first.
Yeah.
And then had to walk all the way back to the other gas station. Like, it's a pain in the ass. And it took me 10 minutes to fix that. And that doesn't make me, like, a good person or this, that, or the other. It's the common decent thing to do. And that's kind of why, just to wrap it all back, is like, I think in a perfect world, if I could do anything, it wouldn't be game design. It would be, as much as I think games do help and enrich quite a lot of people's lives, there are other things that matter more to me. And it would be, if I could make something that is architecturally sound, for one, good design, because good design makes and breaks a living space.
It's hard to find here too.
When you look at our old apartment and how unhappy we were with being there compared to here, and this is not a super well designed apartment, but it's so much better.
It's a lot better.
That takes stress away. So having something that's well designed, good architecture, that's fucking nice to look at, because that matters. Having pretty things around you makes you feel better. That uses sustainable material, that's future proof, that produces ideally more energy than it uses, or at least produces a lot of its energy now that we have the ability to do that. Create all of this and try to make it as cheap as you possibly can, while still doing it good quality, while still getting all of these things in, and try and make it work at scale. And make affordable, good housing as affordable as you can anyway. And not just have these like $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 and up homes have the benefit, all of these benefits, but be able to bring it down to a price point where people can actually buy it and help people buy it. I think that would be something that I would super be into doing.
But you'd have to go back to school.
Oh God, yeah. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do the second best thing, which is probably going to be work in my shitty office job until I get a better shitty office job that makes me more money and provides me with enough freedom that I feel like I'm slightly interested enough, make enough money to where I can do it for long enough until I can afford to just do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Or when you finish school, if you get a kick-ass, crazy good job, maybe I'll go back to school at that point.
I don't think he'd go for the 3D printed house angle, Amber.
If they improve it. If the 3D printed house right now is rudimentary.
Good usage of rudimentary. You're welcome.
And they're definitely not pretty. Yet.
I remember actually there was a point where we were driving through a tunnel, right? And you pointed out to me they were either redoing the face of the tunnel, or they planning on it, or maybe they'd finished it. I don't remember. Oh, they'd finished it. Yes, that's right. They'd finished the face of the tunnel. And you were like, it cost them X amount of money, like a stupid amount of money. And then you were like, but you know what? I'm perfectly fine with the money that they spent on doing that, because it is so much prettier now than it was before, and it makes living here nicer. Which was kind of an approach I'd never thought about before. I grew up here. Like, everything's brown.
And concrete.
And concrete.
So in Norway, they use granite for the curbstones.
Yeah.
So curbs on streets are, more often than not, they're made out of granite. So beautiful rock. Near the highways, they do like, they build things looking nicer. They have like art inside of the tunnels projected onto the wall, or like the lighting is designed by light designers to make it function better, because it's absurd to think that function is devoid of beauty. And I think more than anything, if you have something that functions at its prime ability, it's generally going to look really well.
Good. I'm not sure if you can say well in that.
Yeah, Golem. I think in parts of like the Northeast, you'll have that more here. And I think probably parts of Northwest, kind of the older cities, because it was commonplace a while ago.
It's not here.
You have some limestone and stuff. You have it changing a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. So Amber, you brought up the 3D printed houses. I think for me, it's more like we have existing types of structure that we can use right now that are incredibly good. So if you're building in Texas and you want to use rock, I think you should use limestone because that's pretty much what we have here. It's locally sourced. It's an excellent building material. It looks good because it's from here. So that's a good thing. In New England, they probably have granite. So granite's a good product to use.
That makes sense. Ooh, I wonder
Even
if
if it's brittle.
I wonder if that's why they use granite countertops so much here. Is it considered like desirable because it's not from around here?
No, I think that in particular, it just turned into stone. Is like it was fancy because people would have Formica.
So stone.
They would have Formica and wood, right? Counters largely, and if you were rich, you would have granite or soapstone, and if you're really fucking rich, you'd have marble.
Yeah.
And it just turned into, it's like builders, how they put islands in every kitchen.
You guys, we have so much granite countertops here, it drives me insane.
And it's not good granite. It's like bad.
It's ugly. It's brown.
Shitty, poor quality granite.
It's like brown. All of it's brown. It's awful.
And it's not good granite. Like, it's not like quality stone. But yeah, I think that was just a fad. It's like every wall is yellow. Beige.
Oh, we are beige. We are a beige people.
So that's just a thing. I think quartz is going to be the next thing. I'm fine with that because quartz is at least
nice,
better.
yeah.
Problem is they're making the quartz look like granite. Or make the quartz look like marble. I'm like, at that point, I'm just going to get marble and pay the extra money. But no, she brought up, yeah, everything's brown. We're living in the Hallmark channel.
Yeah, I'd show you our countertops right now, except that they're dirty. So I won't.
But look at the wall behind her. It's like a combination of those two colors. With 3D printed houses, we have so many good materials right now. Like if you took every house and instead of building it out of 2x4s and 2x6s with plywood on it and some shitty insulation and crappy sill sealants, you used insulated concrete forms, or you used insulated structural panels, or cinder block construction for that matter. Like, we live in Tornado Alley, and all the houses there are stick built, which is 2x4 is called stick built. So all the houses are stick built with a like brick facade. So any brick house you've seen that's been built after like 1930, the brick is not structural. The brick is just there to look pretty. So we have all these houses, these brick houses with a 2x4 frame or 2x6 frame. As soon as a tornado hits it, that's when you see it on the news. All these houses are leveled. If all those houses were built out of insulated concrete forms, which is basically two pieces of styrofoam that are connected and you pour concrete in the middle, they would be standing. They're literally bulletproof. If you used cinder block, there are things you can do, and you can source concrete in ways that are more sustainable than others. And it does use a lot of greenhouse gases to create it and makes concrete, but it lasts for long enough that you kind of offset it. So I think for me, it's SIP panels, insulated concrete forms. Use really good sealants. Use like a rub-on or spray-on sealant. Use roofing instead of using tar paper. Use metal.
One of the things that mystifies me the most is we live in a place that has thunderstorms and tornadoes fucking all the time. They're like all the time. It rains. We have crazy storms here. So I don't understand why we use regular shingles on our roofs when they're just constantly getting ripped off and they have to be replaced. Every time we have a bad storm here, everybody's like, okay, time to fix our roof. And I'm like, what? Why don't you just get a better roof? It's not... it's the weirdest thing.
Like a really well-installed asphalt shingle or shingled roof, like what most people have in their houses here, it will last 30 to 40 years if it's really high quality. Most roofs are 20 to 30-year roofs. A galvanized metal roof will last between 60 and 100 if it's installed correctly, and that's a standing seam roof. And those types of roofs are they do let some water through usually, but all of the seams are waterproof by design. So whatever water you get is usually condensation is an issue with metal roofing. So you have to take some considerations, like this turned into the build-a-chat.
It sure did. We went from video games to politics to buildings.
Exactly. But yeah, no, just making stuff to last, and that's the same with furniture. Like right now we have IKEA because IKEA is dirt cheap and functions for what it does. Like our table, we've had it for 3-4 years. Our dining room, living room, coffee table. I think 3 if not 5.
That sounds about right, yeah.
At this point, maybe. Yeah. Which will do. But I mean, the reason we got that as opposed to like going to like Rooms to Go or whatever it's called and getting something like $300-400 instead of a $35 table literally made out of recycled cardboard, is because when we replace that, I'm replacing it with something that I get built.
Yeah. By
a tradesman. I'm going to probably spend $2,000 on a coffee table. Yep. And people are going to go, "You're crazy. That's insane. You're crazy." And I'll be like, yeah, but I'll have that table for the rest of my life. And if I had children, which I don't, but if I did, they would have had that table for their life if they wanted to.
Yep.
I would have bought it from a local tradesperson who I would enjoy how they do their work, and I would check their work out. And now I'm supporting someone who is doing their craft as opposed to some corporation. I think the reason why like IKEA for me is a little different is that they provide design and functional furniture to the masses. They're kind of doing what I want to do to a degree. But like when I can afford it, I'd much rather I either buy disposable once because it's a stopgap, or I buy quality. And I think I like the idea and I romanticize the idea of creating something of quality that will last.
I don't think
because that matters to me.
I don't think that's a negative thing.
And that's the same. Like I want to have animals. I don't want to have a lot of animals, but I want to have 1 or 2 pigs, like 10 chickens, a cow, maybe 2, so it's not lonely.
Goats,
because they're fun. Like that, I will freely admit the goats are just for giggles. But I want to have those because I want to harvest them for my own food supply. I want to have know exactly where my food comes from. It came from my land. I see benefit in that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's some people who are like, oh, well, you know, it's hard to kill animals. And I think as long as you do everything in your power to give those animals a good life, and at the end of that life, they provide you with good food, that's the symbiosis that they've chosen and we've chosen. I mean, chickens and cows are domesticated animals. They don't survive in the wild by themselves. So I would love to have that. Like, that's the future states. That's my, I'm gonna stay in my bullshit job, whatever. That's, I'll have some land. I'll have the space for some animals. If I can, I would love to build like smaller houses that other people could live in if they wanted to, like friends, family, you know, and like if you could create your own little like fucking hippie commune, that would be fun.
You know, Jennifer and Ben would be the first people there.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I also like the city though, so who knows? Maybe I'll just buy a penthouse and start taking advantage of people.
What? Oh, that's a shame.
Anyway.
Amber got pale ale.
Just be better people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just be the better version of yourself and always strive to be the better version of yourself even when you're not. I'm never the better version of myself.
So, yeah, don't get me started on that. For me.
But I think... I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Okay. I've been trying to say it for a while, but you sort of like blew right past it, and I was like, okay. But when you were talking about being steadfast in your convictions, but recognizing when you're wrong and changing your mind when you have to.
Well, when you should. Yeah.
When you should. Excuse me. Semantics. So you're very good about that. You're very, very good about that. You might get angry in the moment, but you go back and you think about what people have said, and you go, you know what they said was actually right, and I should adjust my views because of that. Not a lot of people do that. They're not very good at it. And I think it would be helpful for me to talk about a comic that the Oatmeal did not too long ago. I don't quite remember what it's called, but they talk. Keep talking. I'm gonna read. Okay, but they talk about that phenomenon because it's actually like a human nature thing. When people come at you about something like a closely held belief of yours, and they come at you with, oh, by the way, that's not accurate. Here are all of the reasons why, and especially if they give you like really good sourced information that unequivocally, proves that what you're thinking is not correct. And what they're saying is, it's a very human instinct to then dig your feet in and not listen to them. And, like, this is something that everybody does, apparently. Which, I mean, when I think back about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've probably done that more than once. So, it's basically this human instinct that's really, really hard to break yourself out of that cycle. It can be extremely difficult to have somebody tell you this thing that you believe with like all of your heart and mind, it's totally wrong. And let me give you all the reasons why. It's insanely difficult for a person to be able to accept all of that information without freaking the fuck out. So, yeah, the Oatmeal did this comic where they explain that phenomena and essentially say, we don't know how to fix this. Like, I can't give you advice for how to not do this because I don't have any answers for you. I don't know how to not do this, except be aware of it and try to be aware of it at all times. And just try and do what the Viking said to do, which was, if you're presented with something that should change your mind, even if it's hard. Life is hard, but doing the right thing is oftentimes hard, but fucking do it. Be aware that that's a reaction that people have and try and overcome it, and be okay with being wrong, because you're gonna be sometimes. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I'll try and look for that. I'm gonna look for that. What? What? Well then. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, the comic is just called Believe. Here, I'll share it to the chat. Bam.
Shameless self-plug.
Self-plug? Oh yeah, look at this bread, y'all. The Viking made this today. This is one of 2 loaves. My gosh, babe.
Made with almond milk.
Yes, it has almond milk and seeds.
Tasty.
It is good. I like it a lot.
Didn't
No, it... Are you kidding? Yeah, it is good. A small bite?
Very nutty.
Really. The stream is just gonna be us grunting for the next couple of minutes.
If I can give an example. Medical marijuana, or marijuana use at all, weed.
Yeah.
I used to be so pro keeping that illegal.
Yeah, you were like an old man.
And recently, even. I'd say in the last 2 years is when I've changed.
Yeah, it's been very recent.
My opinion on that. But it took a lot of time and a lot of... it was really when I started seeing the innovation that you're seeing now with marijuana in terms of kind of focusing on the pain relieving aspects or the stress relieving aspects of it that work for some people, even if there's no empirical evidence of it. I kind of gradually came to the realization that, you know, there's, especially mental health or even with pain, there's treating the cause and treating the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the big things they talk about with weed and using hash oils and whatever to treat pain or symptoms of PTSD for veterans is that you're treating the symptoms, you're not treating the cause. But sometimes you can't, for one. If you have PTSD, you have PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that generally doesn't go away. You just learn how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. You learn how to acknowledge, like, notice the signs, notice your triggers, work on being okay with those triggers, but also avoiding them. You know, depending on your level of affliction. But with pain too, like, you know, people get back surgery for back pain. 30% of it is successful, which means that more or less 2 out of 3 people who get back surgery, it's unsuccessful. Mm-hmm. Of the people that have successful back surgery, almost half need another surgery within 2 years. look at, I just read about JFK today. He had 4 back surgeries. The first one didn't work. The second one was to try to fix what didn't work on the first one. The third one was to fix pain that was caused by the second one. And the fourth one was to fix an infection from the third one. So we're doing all these things to treat the source of the pain when we don't know the source of the pain. Like, for a long time, we thought that now we're on doctor chat.
Now this is medical chat.
Real talk. Doctor talk. So for a long time, they thought that a lot of back pain was caused by your spine being compacted, degenerated, especially your disc. You know, you talk about slipping discs or bulging discs. Over 60% of the adult population have slipped or bulging discs in their back. Bulging disc is the more medical term. And they have no idea. Because for most people, it doesn't hurt. And if it does hurt, a disc that herniates fixes itself 9 times out of 10 within a month or so. Unless there's any kind of critical pressure on your certain type parts of your nervous system and your nerves, there's no need to do anything about it. You can fix what caused it in the first place, which is usually a sedentary lifestyle or an injury or whatever. You can do things like, for me, I get a lot of muscle spasms. So if I can stretch the right muscles to get them more limber, to get them to function better, that will help my pain. Like, I did a stretch today and I felt the muscle pop like deep inside of my butt. Not butthole, my ass. My ass cheek. Deep in my ass cheek.
Deep inside of my butt. I'm going to quote that, sweetheart. That's going to go on Twitter.
I felt the pop deep in my butt.
Deep inside of my butt. Oh, that is attributed to Dad Viking, though.
Because the muscle realigned, and I felt better I still feel better. My foot has been feeling better, but
yeah.
I have nerve impingement. So one of my nerves are getting pinched, either in my somewhere in my back or something. But I get these muscle spasms. These muscle spasms cause me a lot of pain. The Cajun here knows that I wake up most days from pain. I don't wake up because I'm rested. I wake up because I hurt. So when you have people like that, if they can't deal with that pain, or it's too much of an impediment, instead of taking opioids or muscle relaxers or doing expensive $80,000 surgeries that are not going to work anyway, and that most of the surgeries to do them would never get, or do hours and hours of physical therapy that may or may not work, depending on whether you have a good physical therapist or a chiropractor, which is even worse. Because physical therapists actually help. It's just a question of, will it help enough, and will it treat the right thing? What's wrong with treating the symptom? Like, at the end of the day, like, if I have pain and having some cannabinoid oil in my system makes the pain go away, which, for the record, I don't, because
neither of us ever have.
I'm a weirdo about breaking the law outside of excessive speeding. But if that helps your pain, who cares how it helps the pain? If the pain goes away and you function as a human being.
Yeah.
So once I kind of got to that, I changed my mind on that. Because I was wrong before. I think I was. Anyway. So yeah.
I mean, I got crumbs all.
You did.
Whoops. I mean, I have plenty of experience with changing my.
Can I switch games without ruining this?
What do you mean, switch games?
From this game to a different game.
Oh, do you want to play Darkest Dungeon?
Something like that, yeah. We're not doing anything.
We
with
can.
this.
Why don't you?
I don't know if I want to play.
Okay, we can switch games. I might just need to set up the capture,
Okay.
but that's all. So if you
It'll
want to
just
exit,
click.
yeah, it'll just blank out that part. No,
Sure not to click on the porn.
I've had plenty of experience with having to change my mind. Quite a lot. I mean, you helped a lot with that when we first started talking. This guy is the main reason that I'm not religious anymore.
Sorry.
It's okay. I don't mind. But really, he just asked me a lot of questions that I didn't know how to answer, and it just made me think a lot about things I'd never thought of before. Yeah. I knew a few people that would do it for physical pain. We have a friend right now who does it for physical pain, now that I think about it.
I don't know if it's for pain anymore. But
Well,
I think he still smokes.
He definitely does it. But it was very, I will say it was very challenging. It was very difficult to change my mind about like lifelong held beliefs.
Oh, so it just goes away?
Yeah, it just goes away.
Oh, so it only captures games?
You can set it to capture certain windows. So I told that to only capture the Fallout 4 executable file.
I got you. Okay.
So, but if you wanted to capture this, could. Okay. Yeah, it's just the phone one. I have to make sure we get yours and not mine.
Yeah. I mean, it could also be black for just talking now anyway.
Well, sure, but you're playing a game, and we're on
Yeah,
Twitch playing games.
I haven't decided if I want it.
Okay. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's a hard thing to describe with something so gradual, at least for me. Like it was not a quick thing. I wouldn't say. It was very, very gradual. But I will say I did do the thing where I got mad a lot at first. I got really mad when I was like asked things I didn't know how to answer and had to think about things I'd never thought about before and was told things that I didn't want to think about. But I'd say in the long run it helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to deal with me.
Oh.
Good. Is anybody still there?
I think Amber and Gold.
Seven.
Amber is here. Oh, Gerb's show's not. Golem maybe. Do you want to end? You done?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all, we're done. Podcast over.
Yeah, so the building of the castle didn't happen.
No, it sure didn't.
The building on the island didn't happen.
Nope.
Essentially, we didn't play a game.
It didn't. It didn't really happen.
And when I thought about playing another game, my inner not gamer came out and said, "I don't want to."
Yeah, you really went places. You looked at my entire library of games and you were like,
Twice. I went up and down 2 or 3 times and go, I don't know if I want to play any of this. And I didn't.
what fun!
And now I want to sit down on the couch
Okay,
with my spouse
Okay.
and
that's me.
watch the thing and go to bed.
Okay. Mwah.
I would have loved to just go to bed and watch the thing
But we don't have a TV in
in a
the
sit-up
bedroom.
bed.
Yeah.
But we have neither of those.
Nope. Yeah, maybe next time I'll play the game because he can't seem to talk and play at the same time. Good night, child. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody that's still here. Bye, 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 bye.